Fucking
thought you
angry
said we were
Asian
live.
woman. Fucking live.
Fucking live. You don't understand me.
There,
Fucking live.
You
I'm
don't
live.
understand me.
Jeez.
Oh, good. Part 411, the memorable part
Oh,
411. You know what? I have no idea how long this is gonna go, but the very fact that we reached 411 makes me happy inside my brain.
let's cross our fingers and hope we get to 420. Because my God,
420 plays it.
Yeah.
Tyrath to do a special campaign where he's high the entire time.
We are the One Piece of RPGs.
Oh, Jesus.
800, 900 episodes.
Your characters get the munchies. Are you all hungry? I am hungry.
Guys, he's drinking all my Star Cabosu. Someone stop him.
You know, they call them fingers, but I've never seen them fing before. Wait, there they go. Anywho, enough of that.
Don't Tyrath. We don't want that to be canon.
No, there's a lot of things that have somehow been made canon, but that is not going to be one of them. All right, anyways, on to the session now that I have all my windows up where they need to be up. Welcome back, everybody. We're in the midst of the frozen meteor, in which the party finished negotiating, I guess you could say, a trade with a strange little fairy bot, which did not make a great impression with Lavin or many other people. But he has exchanged some information he had about this place to allow him to acquire some of your technology and some items that were a blend of both technology and magic, which is what he seems to be really interested. He also hinted, not hinted, flat out said, that if you had any items of great magical or technological power significant, he might even be willing to disclose personal information as to his name, the name of his race, and where he's from, etc., etc. It was with this suggestion that piqued the interest of both Tom and Patrick, and I've given them a week to think about it. And now that you've done so, how do you guys want to proceed forward?
You still okay with your decision, Burton?
Yeah, I'm okay. So just like I was completely okay with my mind being shared with, I forget her name right now, but Rose Tattoo Lady.
Yasmin.
I am completely okay with losing this set of Mystic Power Armor.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I want to do something for Patrick.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we'll delve in character, some of this strange crystal-like cavern is there's still fumes of tear gas have kind of coated through the atmosphere, but now that Patrick has completely sealed Ellie's armor, she isn't in any significant distress. Although, by the way, Ellie, your armor, for lack of until it's properly repaired completely, has about 5 mega damage done to it.
Okay.
That's the equivalent damage to.
I think I'm just wearing my gladiator armor, if I remember correctly. Okay, cool.
Oh, well, I believe so. Yeah. Perfect. So with that, my friends, what do you want to do? Well, what's your next steps in character?
Go get the suit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that before I take action, did you tell Patrick anything about your plans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's
will
not belabor
I
this
will
too
say.
much.
All right, Patrick, I'm gonna go and get my Mystic Power Armor. Plus, we might as well get the other stone back to the ship, anyways.
I'm waiting for Al to passively aggressively say, "Oh, okay, now you think that's a good idea."
I think it was only Ellie that was against it.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking, well, from Al's point of view, they all pretty much did think it was a good idea. They didn't know he doesn't know what they said when he left.
Oh, yay! Party back talk. Okay. So, you know what? Let's narratively. Okay. While Tom is doing this, first of all, Tom, how are you going to get up to the ship?
Okay. I would like Levin to fly me up if at all possible. Is that okay with you?
Lavin shrugs. Sure, whatever.
Al would mention that to back away from the entrance when you do it. When Al went up there, he heard a crack. So let's not make that worse.
Okay.
One thing we've learned is cracks are bad.
Yeah.
Aw.
Let's not make that worse.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you know what? So Lavin and Tom are going to head outside. One of them, I'm assuming, perhaps Lavin, who has that strange small black stone, this kind of prison for the spirit of light. Is that in his possession?
Sure, I'll take that.
Sure, I'll take that. And once again, as you grip it, you hear that sound of the kind of harp noise of strings just kind of playing pleasantly in your mind, kind of calling and beckoning and girding you on. It is not.
Lavin,
It's not.
Lavin looks at Tom to see if he's reacting at all to this.
Tom can't hear it. Tom can't hear it unless.
Well, I don't know that.
Well, yeah. Sorry. I'm letting Tom know he can't. Hear it.
Okay.
He is not reacting.
I stay quiet.
Okay.
Because this
So-
isn't the first time that's happened.
I was gonna say Lavin's all too familiar with this scenario.
Yeah. Yep. I'll finish up with Lavin and Tom, and then move back to the rest of the party. So, Lavin, outside here. Let me. So you and Tom, head outside beyond the kind of strange icy tunnel and out to the Arctic ice wonderland that is the far north. How do you want to approach the ship? Do you want to walk out a distance and then try to fly up? Regardless, you can radio them, and they're on their way to descend, but they just need to know where to descend to.
Yeah. Let's walk out a bit. A good, let's say, 5-minute walk.
Sure.
Okay.
Spread out.
I like both of you. Okay, so you're gonna spread out.
Yeah,
That's
like,
good.
10 feet or something.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Like 20 feet.
good. Excellent. I like you both to roll me d20, please.
Dude, we gotta stop making trips out to this ship, okay?
Yeah, we do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we do.
So, you walk out for about 5 minutes or so, and 4 minutes into the journey, Lavin, you come across as you're stepping through the snow carefully. You hear another large tearing crack, and you feel something shift underneath of you. Thankfully, in these first few seconds, you don't dive in, but noises are happening. You've hit maybe a weak spot or something like that.
Well, we didn't decide. Am I in front or behind Tom?
Well, you're spread
Going
out, so I'm
first.
assuming you're kind of
Side
side
by
by side.
Okay,
off by
that's
about
fair.
50 or 100 feet, yeah.
Okay.
Tom can hear the crack, but not feel it underneath of his feet. Do you want to keep going? Do you want to stop where you are? What do you want to do?
I think that it would be smart to go prone on my stomach to spread out my weight and sort of like crawl forward, sort of diagonally over towards Tom, the direction he's heading.
Similar to what Bear is doing. Excellent. Roll me another 1d20, and this time add +2 to it.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh shit!
As you get down onto your...
So we're gonna stop going back to the ship.
As you get down, as you flatten yourself out, you begin to shimmy yourself away diagonally. And it seems to be going well for the first 15 seconds or so. But then you hear a second crack, and then a third, and then a fourth. And then suddenly, you begin to tilt off to the right. Tom, you can see this, and it's a crack in the ice has formed, a fissure, and Lavin is starting to sink in towards his left. You guys got a few moments to make some quick reactions in regards to this, and then the cold water is going to hit our dear headhunting friend.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead. You have a brilliant idea?
No,
Mine's not so brilliant. I have an idea, but it's
think he
it's
said
far from what I would
balls.
describe as brilliant.
I was just gonna say, Lavin, use your boosters and turn around away from the crack and start not running, but start making my way that direction.
The opposite direction or towards him?
Away from him.
Okay, let's do resolve Tom's first. Tom, I'd like you to roll me another d20. I'd like you to make it harder by 3.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, he is right.
Okay, -3, right? -3.
Yep. Yeah, you don't get no bonuses for this.
Okay.
The ground begins to shift. I need you to make a balance check as well.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Made it by 2%.
What is going on?
What is with the rules?
The rules are so bad, but you did it.
You did, barely. You barely keep to your feet as you begin to slide in your way, but you can see all around you, even through the dusting of snow underneath of it, there are cracks that are spreading out at least 20 feet in all directions where you are. I'm going to pause for a moment and go back to Lavin, because I have to give him a few moments to react before his situation progresses.
I think that I would clutch the Blackstone in my cybernetic arm as tight as possible. So that's priority number 1.
Great.
And then I would hit the jetpacks and just try and get airborne. Get off of this.
Okay.
And then try and identify how Tom's doing at that point.
What I would like you to do is to roll me a piloting check. Because the circumstances are going to be difficult, I would like you to make it harder by 25. But a flat-out failure doesn't mean you're going to go in the water. It just, you have to fail by a certain amount, let's just say.
Success by 30.
Excellent.
I
So
did something
Lavin, you did. Lavin, since you're in your flat prone position, you'd be fair going. As you say, you grip the stone squarely in your robotic grasp, put in the jet thrusters, and you know at your prone position, you're going to have to do some tight maneuvering to get up and over the ice so you don't just streak across it like a sled. And you manage to do so. And as you begin to tilt yourself up slowly upward, you can feel giant cracks and the smashing sound of broken ice as it begins to shatter completely underneath of you. Your lower body begins to give way, and you can, you can't really feel, but your lower boots hit the icy water, but you begin to lift off, just like a streak, and you begin to cascade into the sky. The I guess you could say the gem, the rock, still squarely in your grasp, not going anywhere. As you begin skyward and turn yourself around to take a look at Tom, you can see him standing precariously on what appears to be a bullseye of icy cracks, in which we will now shift to you, Tom.
Okay, he's gonna start screaming.
Okay. And what does he scream? Just incoherent words?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You also
He is
hear Tom
panicking right now.
Oh, poor baby.
Lavin, you also hear Tom screaming.
Lavin says, "What? I can't understand you."
Tom, roll me another d20, make it harder by 4.
But I'd already be, despite that I can't understand him, I think I would be trying to swoop in just to pick him straight up without actually landing. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, no.
Holy
So
shit.
this is gonna be some
Fuck
epic shit.
these rolls.
This is amazing.
So Lavin, this is amazing. So Lavin, you begin to position yourself to swoop in, and you can see the ice has now completely given way, and Tom is sinking halfway down. Now, if you up your thrusters real quick and position and angle yourself just perfectly, you'll probably be able to scoop him up by the upper body before he goes completely in the drink. But once again, it's going to be another piloting check. Make it harder by 25.
Wait. Just before any of that. Now, oh shit, this is so bad. Because I'm gonna have to hold him and this stupid stone.
Yep.
At the same time,
Yes.
and I only have one cybernetic arm.
Yes.
And that's gonna be super difficult. And I'm
Yes.
assuming, there's probably no particularly safe place. It looks like I could chuck this stone for the time being.
No, all you see around you is frozen water and lake, ice, snow. That's it. Even though it's a black stone, if you just throw it off one distance and it doesn't go anywhere, finding it again, even black on snow, It's a very small stone. It's a very large landscape.
We're in radio. No, our radios are dead, aren't they?
Yep.
Well, your radio with the Rhapsody is fine, which is actually swooping into the rendezvous site right now. They're probably, you're distracted by helping Tom, but you would know off the corner of your eye. It's just a little off in the distance. It wouldn't take too long for them to get there, but you are not in communication with the guys in the frozen meteor.
While I'm approaching Tom, I'm going to throw him the stone and try and grab him around the waist or shoulders or whatever. Like under his arms, I guess.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
So we're going to need 2 skill checks here. First, Levin, because you did that, make your piloting check harder just by 15 now instead of 25. But Tom, we're going to need, I'm assuming you're going to try to catch the stone, right?
Yeah.
You're going to need
think
excellent.
fast.
Exactly. You're going to need excellent reflexes for this. Do you want? I'll leave it up to you. Because coordinated reflex to catch something, we can either do a D100 roll or a D20 roll. A D100 roll, we just come up with something that sounds fair. A D20 roll, we would use almost like your 2 strike bonus with this, like your hand-to-hand 2 strike bonus with a small penalty, because hand-to-hand is hand-eye coordination, right? It goes where you're looking. You're fighting, you gotta move quick. That makes most sense to me. Will you be willing to do something like that?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to roll a 1d20, make it harder by 4.
Okay.
And this will be the equivalent of a called shot. Now, the good news is that if you miss, it doesn't mean the stone goes directly into the water. We'll roll randomly to see where its trajectory is. If it misses you over, maybe it bounces, pings off your helmet or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so roll 1d20, make it harder by 4, but then you get to add your 2 strike bonus.
So I have a plus 1.
Okay,
your
plus
strike
1.
is
So
plus
you just a little
1?
over.
Shit.
No. His strike is plus 5.
Yeah, it's plus
in
5.
total.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, what the
So
hell?
this is a slightly less than 50-50 chance.
Oh,
God. There. Go ahead and roll that, Tom.
Let's get above a 12. Yes!
Yeah! Woo!
Okay.
Oh, so that dice does have double digits. Okay.
Oh, my God.
So
He was
quickly
rolling a
this
10-sided
black
before.
blur comes towards you, and you manage to quickly snatch it in your hand. And then Lavin comes, and he rolls, Success!
Okay.
And he scoops you up, and now that he has the strength of his mechanical arm, the surprising strength, he kind of whips you out of the water, and the two of you are kind of coursing through the frozen air of the Arctic.
And as you get Tom, you hear him exhale really hard as you impact him.
Good times. Good times.
So
You cold?
he's just wheezing.
He sounds like Chewie.
Yeah.
Let's get to the ship.
Okay. Now we'll say, unless you guys want to roleplay something in the air, I'll move you guys over to boarding the Rhapsody in the sky.
That's fine with me. I
Yeah,
think
that's
I'd be,
cool.
trying to calm down a little bit.
So excellent. Okay, so Lavin, you head to one of the exterior airlocks and radioing in. The airlock is detached, and you and Tom float on in. Tom, you still do have the black rock in your hand. The airlock closes, and you're in the Rhapsody. To greet you is Blink. Just asking if everything is okay. This is the second dive you guys have come up. Are you dropping off another stone? Do you need assistance? Questions such as that.
Quick round of applause for Tom being able to catch a rock.
He's still catching his breath.
Blink blinks several times in a row and gives a small clap. She says, "I don't understand the context, but hooray."
Well, it was that or it fell into the water, into the ocean somewhere that we'll never find it again.
Oh, and this... Oh, well, no, that would not be good.
Whew. Here, can you give this to Alicia? And he's going to hand the rock to her.
Sure, she says. And do you need anything else? You seem a little, I don't know, rattled or something. Did something happen? Is there some creature down there?
No, I just nearly fell into the ocean. It's okay. I'm just...
Well, what do you mean you almost fell into the ocean? Don't just put that aside.
Ice break.
Yeah, the ice broke. Nearly fell in. This guy saved my life.
Oh, she says, and she looks at Lavin now with less confusion and more admiration.
Yeah, but he saved the rock. You mean...
Well, with all due respect, I think Tom is more valuable than any sort of rock. But...
Well, I don't want to argue.
Sure. He says you're smarter than you look. She says, I'm gonna drop this off to Alicia as you've asked. But I'll be back to talk about this a little bit more.
Okay.
And as she does so, I'm going to switch to the other characters for a moment. Mm-hmm. So now the other players, what would you be doing? Would you be exiting this kind of small crystalline carving cave? Do you still want to hang out with the fairy bot? What's the plan stance in regards to that? And
Oh, I was gonna say I think we'd be hanging out here because we're gonna be talking to him in a bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we think, at least.
Sure. So as you mill about, once again, there are some small crystals that still have a healthy light amongst them. And in the smattering of colors lighting up this little cave, you do see this small green creature still humming along in its little strange technological bubble as it begins to... you're assuming it's packing. It's now beginning to empty the kind of half barrel thing that it was used for water. Water begins kind of splashing along the cavern floor, and it begins picking up small items, mostly crystals, but a few what looks to be like bits of like a motherboard and other bits of technology, including the items that you traded with them. And he's very gingerly and happily kind of just plunking them inside this kind of half bucket with his robotic extensions on his little vehicle, and he begins that like little small humming buzzing noise again.
Ellie would be still kind of in a giggle fit, explaining how she almost was choking on the air, and like reiterating the story about how her armor got open, and then she was like, and then I couldn't breathe. And
the Inuit look on, not understanding you, but admiring your enthusiasm. And Bear looks on with the patience of an old friend, letting you have your time.
That's all she would be doing for right now.
Cool. If there's nothing of great significance, I can switch back to the Rhapsody and get you guys all together soon enough.
No, Patrick has something.
Oh, yay! Okay.
So, Patrick would be generally inquisitive about all of this. He's worried about, of course, his friend giving up something that he treasures most, and would try to figure out exactly what he might be getting out of such things. So he'd probably approach the man or fairy, whatever sort of
creature it is.
Yeah. And he would probably say, I might have something of equivalent worth that my friend is getting, maybe a bit less.
Mhm.
But I was wondering what if it would be worth your time, or what it might be worth, if not for information about your race.
One thing I have noticed already about your species is that high expectations are significant. I do not wish to make the same error I did moments ago in disclosing information without explaining it. However, you understand the conundrum I am. I cannot tell you what I would disclose until I get to examine this item that you are so confident would pique my interest. Perhaps if you could give me a better description or um, justification of his abilities, perhaps then I too could clarify what I'd be willing to share for that.
Well, I can give you as much as I can. I have not really personally inspected it too much since it was my friend's, but I do have something on me that might be close.
I have a
As it-
curious question for you first. And the little fairy bot stops what he's doing, and inside his little sphere, he lets go of the little motherboard he was putting inside of his barrel, and he comes up towards you, and he floats. He says, I do not understand your species. Why do you use things that you do not understand? I have noticed this before I was trapped here in this very, very frigid place. You'll if there's any hint of power or ability, you will utilize it without fully understanding its full capabilities. This has always piqued my interest.
Oh, um, well, uh, it's must be something that's old in our culture, but there's been some sort of I'm not quite sure if it's saying or just a way of life, but a term called trial and error. Uh,
Very inefficient, he says. I am disappointed, but you somehow have continued to exist for at least a few thousand years, perhaps more. Who's to see how much longer you still will with that approach?
it is, as you say, inefficient. Gaining information before obtaining it is something would be quite useful. Very similar to knowing about your race before meeting you would have been something that I would be, of course, interested in. But of course, that is
Exactly.
not the case.
And there is purpose in that too, he says. But we have digressed. What is um, what is your best description of the device that will be brought to me?
Oh, as a, it's much easier if you see it and describe it to be able to see it yourself. I believe whoever touches it feels and knows most of its generalized powers.
I see. Very well, then we will wait to continue this conversation until that time. Now, if you excuse me, I still have a few things.
I have something of my own that I'm curious on what it's worth for you.
Well, do not leave me in anticipation. I am eager to get out of here.
It is cold, but I will show you briefly what I have. Patrick will unravel most of his clothing to maybe not full body, but at least show the armor that he's wearing.
Oh, so you're not wearing body armor. You're wearing your golden armor with the winter clothing that you purchased.
Yes.
Oh, you might have said this before, but I did not pay attention. My bad. That's excellent. That's excellent. And he sees the little fairy bot, sees the glitter of gold, and he moves over towards you, and a hand extends. And thankfully, the little welding torch does not yet deploy, but a single robotic finger moves towards one of the scales, and he says, "This is a form of protective armor, or do you wear this for aesthetics?"
As far as I can tell, very protective. It seems to have a almost infinite amount of energy that comes from I'm not sure where. I'm assuming that it's self-perpetuating. That creates a magical barrier, as well as its own design seems to have its own stability.
I see. Very fascinating. However, I have a quick follow-up question. Is it fair to assume that this is covering your entire body, with the exception of your face and the fur that is sprouting from your head?
I assume so, yes. Yes.
Then I have a question for you. If I were to take this into my possession, and I am to travel a very long distance, far, far to the south away from these Arctic climes, how am I to take this with me?
Patrick pauses for a moment. I'm unsure about your carrying capacity.
I see. I perhaps should have gone into a little bit more detail. He points over to the little half barrel that he has. I plan on taking all of my possessions into this barrel, something that my vehicle unit can carry in its claws quite comfortably. This, however, would be difficult. However, do not be discouraged. Perhaps with a specimen intriguing enough, I do not need to take it with me in order to examine. And since I have secured, thanks to your assistance, a way out of here, I suppose I could stay a few hours more and properly dissect. Information is very light. Knowledge weighs nothing. Therefore, I would analyze here. Although I do not have the equipment I'm used to, I'm willing to do a field operation on it.
I see. But I guess since I've at least picked your interest, what would this be worth for you?
He hums a little bit. He says, I understand your need for your warm body for heat. I have similar necessities. However, I will need to see more of this since I'm not allowed to cut or probe until our agreement has been made. I need at least a visual representation.
I see. A gamble.
At the very least, expose your chest for 10 seconds. Then I can run the necessary readings from my vehicle here.
Patrick would do that.
Okay. And sure enough, you see the strange little green being pokes and some dials and some weird chirps can be heard from inside of the vehicle. And sure enough, he goes, High magic, created at least over 50 millennia ago. Not exactly artifact-based, but not exactly common. In particular, the protective wards. This would get you my personal name and the name of my people. However, I would not be interested in disclosing as of yet exactly where we're from or our home. I will tell you this for free. We are a very secretive lot who understand the dangers of the greater universe and galaxies and dimensions. The less people who know where we are, the less likely they are to find us, enslave us, or harm us. You understand?
I see.
I could share some non-specific stories about my people, but I would be sanitizing them considerably to ensure that a clever mind, or even a not so clever mind, could piece all the clues together and find their way. In order for me to fully disclose exactly where we're from, our home dimension, I would need an artifact of great power, as a donation to my people. And there we could see you as a trusted friend of our kind, willing to give up such a important possession. Truly, we have also deduced that many beings who wish others harm mostly are greedy or selfish by nature. A simple donation implies the character in which we are dealing with. This is quite good, and if I was able to completely possess this and take this with me back to where I am from, I might be willing, but I will have to do a field examination of it, and it will only be a matter of a few hours of data gathering. And for those few hours, for that limited data, I will only disclose, as I said, my name, the name of my people, and some anecdotes that don't have any, that might be of interest, but won't point you to where we truly are from.
If we were to drop off our, let's just say this, to where you are headed, at least on this planet, would that be sufficient for extra information?
The small being floats and bobs and hums a little bit, and he asks, what means of conveyance did you come here? These are very frigid conditions. I imagine you have some sort of vessel.
Personalized singular vessel and a ship that can at least travel through. Well, since you're probably not from this, I can't assume that. It has moderate transportation in space.
And for a moment, then the bobbing on the ferry bot stops for a moment, and the small green creature inside looks at you. He narrows his eyes a little bit, and he says something, and the translator translates, you have a vehicle that can survive and has traversed the vacuum of space.
It has been in space and has at least gone to Mars, the next planet over.
I am aware of the constellations and planets in your solar system, although I was led to understand that there was a faction or barriers that prevent space exploration. You have overcome these barriers.
We have found a few ways to skip the barrier as well as find a small crack in its defenses.
The ferry bot bobs up and down a little bit, comes over towards a small little bit half barrel filled with a small meager collection of goods, and he looks at it almost disdainfully. And then looks back towards you, and he actually smiles, a toothy smile, and he says, I know it's uncouth for me not to disclose my name before asking yours, but what is your name? You are a human being, correct?
Yes.
I wish to Sorry, go ahead.
I only assume, but I try not to. I would be. So many people would lead me astray if I wasn't.
I see. Well, I wish to speak to you on friendly terms. Is there some sort of title or such that I can use?
I wouldn't mind giving you my name. My name is Patrick Kinsman.
Patrick Kinsman. I would like to propose something to you. Allow me to accompany you in this vessel, and you can assist me in going where I need to go. In the meantime, I will then therefore have the leisure to examine these items of great power you assure me that you have. In doing so, I will be in a relatively safe environment, going to a destination that I need to go, with perhaps some additional important knowledge at my disposal. In exchange for doing this, I will be willing, once again, I must fully examine what is to be given to me, but let us just say you would be very, very well to be seen as a friend of my people. The very fact that you have a vessel that can and has been in space, and the very fact that you are here has shown some power and ingenuity which has piqued my interest. What do you say to my proposal?
I would definitely have to consult others, but I personally would love to.
Excellent. Then do your consulting as you need, and if you have any follow-up questions, please let me know.
Absolutely. As Patrick turns excitedly to the rest of the group and walks towards them.
So Al was purposely like sitting close enough to hear the conversation, but not take part in it. So he knows what was said. Unless, at least I don't think you said anything about trying to make this private.
No.
Right. So he would say, "Huh. Interesting. Are you sure that you are willing to give up such an item?"
Yes, for one reason. This is exactly what I came out here for. This is getting to know other cultures, their designs, their culture, buildings, how they talk, the way they interact with others, the way they live, and what they do. I've been waiting for this for so long, and if I have to give up something that honestly I wouldn't want to, but I can do without. I can wear a lot of these other armors that are around. I can get out. I don't need to be in such dire situations. I don't need this as much as I do the information that he has.
Fair enough. Then if there's anything I can do to help, just ask. As far as letting him on the ship, you know better than us the risks that presents. If you think they're acceptable, I'm willing, as long as we make it clear, because we've had some misunderstandings, that he cannot dissect the ship.
That is a very good point.
I'm glad you said that. Because that's not what he was going to do at all. There is a hull breach. Why is there a hull breach? This thing is 17 inches fucking thick. Should have been 18. God damn it, Gleepglorp.
Al would say, but I mean, as I said, you're the more careful one out of all of us. So if you feel it's acceptable, I'm behind you. Besides, it's not like I'm in much of a room to talk about showing people the ship lately.
Look at the sister on board.
Looks at sister and like 6 friends.
I'm, as much as this, I would be willing to bet he's pretty good at keeping a secret. Or she, or
it does
whomever.
seem like it, considering how much trouble he's going through to keep even his own name.
Interesting protection.
Yes. As I said, I'm behind you. We'll have to see what the others say, but I'll back your play. I also would be curious to learn more about them.
Absolutely. As well as they seem to have a method of scanning, of gathering information. And of course they've already known a lot about, at least he has. Or she, them.
By the way, I'll just help you out here because you did see the little dude in his buff. It's a he. Unless they're females have the dangly parts. But that's a Willie. That's a good.
It could be their nose. Who knows?
Good. You know what? Good point. But
Patrick's not putting them in a box.
Let's not assume that could just be a protuberance.
Okay. Anywho, they, whomever, the fairy bot. Please continue.
also did a lot of research on these crystals, and they seem to have a lot of power of their own. I'm curious about them. I'm curious about all of these things, and being able to basically purchase information is. I mean, what else would you use money for? Or, I guess, trade.
Look, I think one of the biggest problems with my people is our self-imposed ignorance. So a desire to want to learn about others is not something you'll ever see me object to. As I said, anything I can do to help, just let me know. I don't think I have any items of the power he's seeking, but if I did, they would be at your disposal.
Groovy beans. Am I good to switch
Absolutely.
back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So Tom and Lavin, you have a few minutes to collect yourselves. Then what would you like to do?
Okay, I have a backpack.
You do.
Thing. So
Well,
what
like
I'm
more of like a duffel bag, right?
yeah, more of a duffel bag.
Okay.
There's no way in hell that the Mystic Power Armor is going to fit in there. We already said that last time. But
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
well,
It'd
I
be
had a
tricky.
thought.
Oh, good. You have a thought.
Could normal body armor fit in there? Because it doesn't
Yeah.
have those, little spikes and everything.
Yeah, the spikes and stuff. Yeah. You'd have to disassemble. It'd be like a whole big set of like football or hockey gear,
Mhm.
and maybe a little bit more billowy. But yeah, it'd be possible. Sure. In a big duffel bag, sure.
Okay. Then I will put the Gladiator body armor in the duffel bag, and I will start
Okay.
putting on the Mystic body armor. And
Okay.
it's going to be cold. If there's
Well, what
any
do you
like,
wear underneath of it?
well, could I wear any of my
Long johns.
my cold weather clothes underneath it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, because there is something that we also got, but I think we left it.
The
back
only
in the
thing
cave.
that you won't have is your helmet, because that won't fit with the furred hood and everything like that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But there is something that we did just get, although there's probably a hole or a tear somewhere. Each of those Northern Rangers
Uh-huh.
had insulation.
Yes, that would work. That would work
Yes.
perfectly.
But I'm not sure if we brought that along unless...
You did not bring that along. You would have said you had brought that along. That's still with the rest of the party.
Yeah, unless I can borrow Lavin's.
My helmet?
No, the
No.
insulation
Your
gear.
thermal insulation. But you're in Northern Ranger. Tundra Ranger armor now.
Oh, you are. You took.
Yeah,
that
I'm in
armor.
Tundra.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm curious. What happened to my other armor, do you figure? Did I leave it on the ground there? I'm not sure.
We carried it with us, and then we gave him like one of the patches that were in the armor. That was from like the last.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will just put on the clothes and everything, not have my helmet on, with the intent of going back down to the cave and snatching another one of those thermal
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. It's gonna be brisk, but it'll work.
Yeah.
This'll make the journey back all the more fun. Okay, so journey back. Where do you
Well,
want
wait
the
a minute.
Rhapsody
While
to
that's
go?
going on, Lavin's getting a drink, at least one, so he can calm his nerves after almost dying to ice.
Sweet. Excellent.
Tom's gonna take a
Because
drink
that'll help me
too.
fly better.
And I'm going to assume. No, you already dropped off. Never mind.
Yeah, we already.
I was supposed to say like they come back with the rock like.
It's like, oh shit, we forgot. Let's go back.
Damn it!
You head into the kitchen / dining room / bar area on the Rhapsody, and you can see Ezex and Basilisk already there. Ezex has one of the bottles of that horrible swill that you gave him, whereas Basilisk clearly has finer tastes, and he has a bottle of rock gut whiskey at his hand. They both have two little shot glasses in front of them, and then pouring them out. And for a moment, you can witness they're playing a version of rock, paper, scissors, where the person who loses gets a slap across the face and then drinks the drink in front of them.
Well, that's a man's game right there.
Ezex has some red patches on his face, and Basilisk has what seems to be a very claw mark on his left cheek, But they both seem very, very happy with this game, and you're getting the feeling that this is not the only time they've played this. They look at you and they, Lavin, whoa, what are you wearing there, Snow White? And then Ezek starts to laugh, like hack a laugh at Basilisk's comment.
And Lavin says, I almost died in ice, frozen water, drowning, death.
Oh, yeah? Says Ezek, well, I know exactly what to warm you up. And he slides over his shot glass of, like, liquor swill that you purchased back in Ishpeming.
I drink it.
Okay.
Lavin shrugs.
Basilisk looks surprised. Ezek looks incredibly pleased with himself. And it tastes slimy and greasy, but whatever was in there was strong, and it quickly warms your belly. Although it does not have a very good aftertaste at all.
All right, back into a cave. Catch you guys later.
Okay, if you need any backup, let us know. But Ezek says, my fur isn't that thick. Don't die, don't drown. Seriously, though, because you're like one of the only other people around here that drinks almost as much as we do, and we've been looking for a drinking buddy forever. And Basilisk nods, and he says, Yasmin has a big stick up her ass in regards to drinking personally, and, well, Jalea, she's never really took to it. Special occasions, shit like that.
You gotta start spiking the punch, guys. Spiking the punch.
See, we did that once, and it did not go well.
Yeah, it usually doesn't.
No. Oh, well, good luck.
Later.
Wait. Ezek gets off his seat. He trots on over to you, and he brings his hand up a fist in front of you. He goes, want to play? One quick game?
No, I gotta head back. There's like 5, 6, 8, 10 people waiting for me, and a weird little goblin dude. He's a jerk.
Well, save it for the debriefing, says Ezek, as he gives he plugs up one nostril and exhales really quickly, and a little stream of snot comes shooting right out the other end and splashes onto the ground. And he kind of clears his nose. He goes, good luck! And with that, he heads on back. Ezek is gross. All right, anyway, you got your drink, and Tom is getting his gear all together. Mm-hmm. So where do you guys want the Rhapsody to land or to hover so you guys can disembark? And how do you want to disembark? I suggest not the place that you just came from.
Definitely.
There's big holes in the water.
Hang on, Tom, can that thing fly? Can you fly with that?
Yes, it can fly.
Oh, I'd say we fly directly into the cave and not even land on the ice.
Before we go anywhere, there's one last thing I wanted to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Give Blink a kiss. Before we go.
Okay, she gives you a good luck kiss.
Good.
That's not going to help us not die. Just saying.
You never know. They say love can conquer mountains. I don't know why you would want to conquer a mountain, but love can help
glaciers?
Yes, but can love conquer
the old
bad
poets
rolls?
didn't say anything about glaciers. So there you go. All right, with the good luck smooch, off goes Tom.
Okay.
And Lavin. Lavin doesn't get the smooch unless he wants to go back to Ezek's. He might give him one.
I'm assuming everyone will get offended if I walk into Blink, so I'll just not do that.
They'll be playing the slapping game, but it won't be for drinks. Anyway,
yeah.
All right. So your guys' plan is to engage your equivalent flight modes and just fly right through the tunnel. Don't even land on the ice, right?
Well, that's my plan.
Okay.
I like this plan.
You like this plan. Excellent. So all it will require is a piloting check for Lavin. No penalty. Go nuts.
Okay.
Because it's a pretty wide hold, but you gotta slow down the trajectory. It's a bit of a maneuver. No penalties, but it's a maneuver.
Oh Jesus!
I should just say, roll the dice so I can watch you fail.
Yeah.
Don't even say don't even bother rolling the dice because I know you're gonna screw this up.
Clearly.
What is wrong with the dice tonight?
What is going on?
This is like 3 consecutive ones.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
and
impressive.
99
No, sorry,
and
4.
96?
Yeah,
Crazy.
96,
Fucking-
99, 1 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, okay. So, Lavin,
God.
you're heading right towards. You see the tunnel and everything like that. And I'll give you 2 options for this land. The problem is that you're coming in a little too hot. So what you can do is cut the engines, and land about 6 feet away from the entrance, and kind of like do a running stop. Or you can try to get yourself in the cave, but you might clip your shoulder a little bit. What would you prefer?
Option number 2. I'm not touching that ice.
He's a little traumatized by the ice. Okay. You hit at a significant impact, unfortunately doing 3 bits of mega damage to your armor as a particularly hard chunk hits you in the shoulder and dents it a little bit, affecting its structure. And but because it was a blunt force, external force, and you were slowing down, it does no internal injury to you. It just does 3 points of mega damage as a poof dent goes into your armor.
Okay.
Patrick. Tom.
Yeah.
You're in your mystic power armor, right?
Mhm.
And it's a little cold, but that's fine. It's a relatively short trip.
Mhm.
You have a spell called, I think it's like Fly as the Eagle, right?
Yes.
If you guys just excuse me, I do want to look that up to see if there's a skill percentage with that, or you just fly perfectly. If you just fly perfectly, great, but I would like to double check. So just give me a moment,
No problem.
my dear friends. That's Xavier's character sheet. That doesn't help me. That's not Rift's books. All right, there we go. Okay, fly.
It is. Are you looking in Book of Magic?
No, I was looking in just in the Rift's book.
Okay.
There you go, fly. 15. Wait, fly as the eagle or fly? It must be fly as the eagle.
Yeah. It's Fly as
It
the
is
Eagle.
fly as the eagle? Okay, good. That's good. Fly as the eagle. Wow. Maximum speed is 50 miles per hour, which is still really fast. Ooh, and you can do this sweet-ass diving attack.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't say there's any skill. You know it, and I mean, eagles don't need to make flight checks. They just fucking fly. So, unlike poor Lavin, you're able to swoop into the cave perfectly and land gingerly on your feet and walk your way through there. You do see, I'm going to say Lavin went in first, so you do see him kind of wing the side a little bit, a little dent in his armor. Otherwise, is it fair to say you guys reconvene with the group?
Yes.
Wonderful. So, you head back into this strange, little dark cave with all these inert and active crystals within it. The Inuit are kind of off to one side to the entrance to the cave, talking to themselves. Mila is still happily conversing with Bear. And you see Al and Patrick and this fairy bot kind of talking, conferring together. Tom walks in with his mystic armor, and it immediately catches the attention of the strange fairy bot. And he goes, "Oh, this is what you have come to fetch me."
Did you guys avoid the crack?
We did actually end up avoiding the crack. Yes.
Sorta.
That's true.
We sorta avoided the crack. I didn't actually fall into the water. Just kind of. Kind of fell into the water.
The rock's okay.
Yeah, the rock's okay.
I'm just going to take this as a positive net.
Yes.
That's
Well, says the ferry bot over to Patrick. All of your compatriots are here, and as I can see by the one that one is donning, as he points a robotic hand over towards Tom, this will be a very interesting arrangement. I see I have judged you all very correctly.
Levin glares at the goblin. Fairy.
The fairy bot either doesn't understand your gesture or perhaps doesn't care as it begins to hum, and he says, well, let me know when you're finished with your as you said, you want to confer with them all, make sure our arrangement is correct. I will optimistically begin preparing my belongings for a more permanent, well, not permanent, but a much easier way of traveling down south.
The fuck's he talking about?
Yay!
So,
all the best proposals start with so.
I have conferred with him from what I'm wearing and his particular needs and wants for this particular piece, but he did bring up an interesting point. He can't carry even what I'm wearing. I'm quite sure yours is bigger. So, I conferred with him with transportation so we can at least continue with our trade.
So this is Tom's cue to do something that Blink does a lot, and that's Blink quite a bit.
Wait, what are you giving him for trade?
Dependent. Depending on what he's willing to give, probably that, and he points over to Tom, and then he says, and if there's anything else that would be important, this. He points over to. He would probably unfurl quite a bit of fur and then point to a very shiny gold underplate.
Okay.
Bear says, but I believe what the... Wait, I can't do Bear's voice. Inferno, remember how Bear speaks. Bear.
There.
Okay, I'm good. If I want to go into Bear's voice, I just have to say, Nora. There we go. There he is.
Yeah.
More to the point, although it needs all of our approval, this strange small being would like to use our vessel, the Rhapsody, in which to venture south. It would allow him to examine what he needs and not have to worry about carrying capacity.
Wait, you want to bring him on to your ship?
Bear nods slowly and looks to Patrick.
Well, it ain't my ship, but that sounds like a terrible, terrible idea. Just saying.
The fairy bot begins to click his robotics hands. He says, and why do you say that?
Lavin looks at Mila's armor.
Yes, I understand what you're saying, but he hasn't done anything he didn't actually technically say he would do, and if he gives his
you
word...
gave me permission to examine the armor. I am not some sort of unhinged creature. I only act within permission.
So you're suggesting that this is all the result of a miscommunication?
Yes, actually.
Which won't happen again.
I like to think that perhaps at least 76% of all problems start out of miscommunication. In my experience.
Yes.
So, Lavin, even you would agree that if we make it very clear that he can't work on the ship, then there shouldn't be a problem in that regard.
Indeed.
No.
You just need to communicate correctly.
It's
Says
like-
the little
it's like-
smug bastard.
It's like trying to make sure a genie doesn't screw you over. But again, it's not my ship, so if you got, whatever. That's all.
I assure you,
Shrugs.
I am not as ill-tempered or cruel as any of the djinn you might speak of. And, however, the tall one is very correct. You do not want to make a deal with a genie.
You're not helping your argument here, buddy.
But I am not a genie, therefore that warning is misplaced. And what is a buddy?
Okay, I suppose I should probably make this very clear. As probably, I don't know what your technological level is compared to the ship. I'm assuming higher. We might not have the materials or the knowledge to properly fix what may be disassembled for research of your own doings. I'm not quite sure exactly how to put this, but if you disassemble and study like you did with her armor, we will probably have permanent damage instead of something we can fix at another time.
I see. I will say quite clearly to you that until you give me express permission, I will not examine, dissect, or otherwise impact upon negatively your vessel. My only interest in which I would require examination would be the items you wish to give to me in exchange for information that I have. That is the deal. That is all there needs to be. Do you not agree?
I think that is very reasonable. As he then turns to the rest of the group, semi-pleading face.
Oh, and he dissects a piece of armor with a rocket launcher and blows it up inside of the hold or whatever. Make a good story anyway.
The small creature does laugh this high tinny noise. The translator doesn't translate into laughter, but it definitely sounds like laughter when in response to what Lappin says.
So you're basically saying that I didn't have to actually nearly get drowned and go and get this set of armor. Is that what you're trying to say?
Patrick thinks for a moment.
Wait. We don't have to go back to the ship, do we?
We're not going back to the ship until we're ready to leave. We're done with going
That
back
is
to
a
the
fair
ship
point,
for now.
my friend. We still have business down here. Will you be able to wait until we're done?
Approximately. How long will your business take?
We are still in search of more of those. The
Stones.
stone you traded earlier. There's still at GM. Is it one more?
Yep, one more.
We're still looking for one more of those.
I see. Yes, I will finish collecting my beings and my belongings, and I will meet you at the one and only entrance that I am aware of this immersed meteoric rock. When you're ready to leave for good, I will be awaiting and accompany you then and there.
Okay. Patrick.
Yes.
Patrick, is this what you want? Do you want him to come with us?
I was looking to trade, and this is yes.
Okay.
The little ferry bot begins to hover his way out of the cave, and he stops for a moment. He turns around, and the translator spills out, "Since we have already bartered for the information, and you already gave it to me, and since now your survival is of personal interest, if you require any sort of repetition to the warnings of the environments I'm aware of in this particular environment, please let me know, and I will reinforce to you what I initially told."
Patrick has too high of an IQ score for that sort of business.
Okay. So with that, the ferry bot departs, and you guys are back to it.
Okay. First order of business from me is I would like to switch into the one of these spare insulation suits.
Okie dokie. You do so, although it is fucking cold as
Yeah.
you do so, but you don't sustain. This
Oh.
is only a matter of a minute or two, so you do not sustain any frostbite on any important regions.
What are you trying to say, Piph? I heard it.
Well, I was going to, because we learned a particular spell to be like, hey, that cold stuff, that's not
Oh
going to
yeah.
Mm.
Do you want to do
Protection
this
from
spell?
cold. I would suggest it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we paid good money for it. Let's get some use out of it.
Sweet.
Piff, I could do the honors if you'd like.
Absolutely. Go for it.
All right. It was 10 PPE, I believe, right, GM?
Yep.
All right, I will mark it off.
Sweet.
All right. Al casts a spell for a moment. A soft pink glow surrounds you, Tom, and when you take your armor off to the elements, you feel very comfortable.
Sweet.
Excellent. You change back in. Back we are to the adventure. I have now moved all your tokens outside of that area that you explored. You have now explored this little straw cavern and the slippy slide down to where the frozen bodies are. All that's left is the continuation of the large cavern. Would you like to start descending that way, or do you guys want to confer with each other one last time before I slip us into narration mode?
Right, so if I remember correctly, he told us about frozen statues. He didn't tell us much about their weaknesses. We didn't have anything to trade, but he also told us about a very large, ancient, evil monster
Yep.
Yes.
Tentacles.
with
With
tentacles.
tentacles.
That's right. Okay, good. I was wondering if I actually remembered that part or not.
Or if you're just thinking ancient evil, and then you're like Cthulhu. So
Yeah.
Cthulhu has tentacles.
Am I imprinting in Cthulhu on his explanations or what?
I think tentacles, and suddenly I think beholders. What's wrong with me? I don't get the Cthulhu thing.
That's fine. To each their own. But yes, so those were the things he told us to watch out for. But I don't think. Well, it's good to have that information. I don't know if there was much there that's useful to us other than just being ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Fair
Watch out for statues.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's not mess around with the statues.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Well,
think we're supposed to mess around with the statues.
they're going to
blow
ambush
those
us.
statues up. You got some of the more of those
Yeah.
fusion blocks.
If I recall correctly, those statues are weak to fire. Right, G?
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
that's right.
they're weak to fire, and they're
Yeah.
usually in snow clumps.
Yeah, snow
Or
clouds.
Oh, so
piles
he
or
did
whatever.
give us.
He
Yeah.
did give us
Yeah,
information
cool,
about that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right then.
There is something that I would like to address. Really quickly, we have a lot of stuff on us. Is it alright
Let's
if we
go back
just,
to the
like... No! We're not going back to the fucking ship. We're not going to roll any more goddamn cursed dice tonight. I think we should
Okay.
just pile our swag, like, right over here with the goblin.
He's not. He's okay. I guess he's like a 6-inch tall green guy. I guess you could call him a goblin.
Goblin with sweaty egg lips.
Lavin comes to Tom and says, "That's right, goblin. High five."
Boom! I mainly remembered that because of Lavin. But anyways, like,
I
put
know, of
the...
course you
Wait, you guys know that's a goblin?
It's not a goblin.
Patrick says in character.
No!
No, Lavin's just calling it a
That's
goblin
just-
because he's in character, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck you are. You're a little green thing. You're a goblin.
Yeah.
No fucks given.
But yeah,
Yeah,
we have
exactly.
like 3 sets of body armor, 4 crystals that are fairly large, another one that's broken. Like, I think we have a lot of
Wait.
stuff.
You
We
know,
might need a crystal.
I know
saying.
you
Sure.
don't want to go back to the ship, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before.
Oh my god.
I'm
But-
gonna fucking stab you.
No, just listen. We have fly spells that would not hurt the land underneath
So
it.
we're gonna go back.
Finally!
I'm simply remarking that I don't know why we didn't think of this before, because it could have been incredibly useful.
It could have. She's gone though. So,
So as you guys are talking, Ellie is beginning
Jesus
to wander
Christ.
down the path.
Lavin's following Ellie.
As
I have no interest in going back to the ship. None at all.
I have none as well, especially after that traumatic fucking experience.
Okay, so I all I want to know is your general marching order. So we got Ellie, Patrick, what? Then Lavin, then we'll say Bear and the Inuit, and then with Tom and Al bringing up the rear.
Yeah, that works for me.
Sure.
I'll take
Perfect.
regard.
I'm going to just move you a little bit, Ellie. So this is kind of the general idea. We're not going to stick to it immediately, but it is important. So, as you continue down this meteoric pathway, you see, for lack of a better word, almost like a series of naturally occurring ramps. Large swaths of almost stone bridges that extend down and down and down into the meteor. However, each of these, I guess you could say, bridges that you begin to traverse also are flanked by these very, very thick, large crystals that eliminate the soft blue light, very similar to the chamber that you were just in. What has changed, however, is that many of this natural pathway that has been created weaves left and right, and from time to time, small clusters of crystals, mostly of a dark blue, but sometimes of an emerald green or a light cyan, kind of intermixed. They grow up almost like flowers, sometimes only about a foot or so tall, sometimes nearly as tall as you, or even larger, perhaps. And as you travel down for a solid 10 minutes, carefully, winding things on, you notice that perhaps it's the air pressure in here or the circulation, but there begins to be this low howling whistle. Almost nothing to knock you off your feet or anything like that, but the sound of wind channeling, like wind whooshing through a tunnel.
Yep.
It's like that. And soon enough, I would like all of you. Let's see here. I'd like all of you to roll me a D100, please. And
Okay.
for don't roll yet, because each of you will get individual modifiers based on your abilities and what you have on you. Lavin, I would like to roll 1d20 and make it easier, so that means negative. Make it easier by 10.
Negative on a 1d20 is easier?
Sorry. 1d100. I want you to roll 1d100. Make it easier by 10.
I was going to say minus 10 on a 1d20.
It's not good. Unless I wanted you to roll low, which I don't in this circumstance.
Oh, God.
Okay, all right. Now we'll go with Ellie. I'd like yours to make yours easier. So make it hard. Minus 20.
All right. Hey.
Nice. Patrick and Al, I'd like you to make yours easier by 5, and Tom, yours easier by 7.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right. You get to what appears to be a small area, kind of like, once again, this kind of rocky bridge that begins to kind of round off in front of you and begins to traverse to the left. And as you begin to turn and traverse towards the left, Ellie, you hear something. And for a moment, now, wait, before I tell you what you hear, I'm going to make sure everything's good. Good. I'm going to reveal the area which you are currently on. And I'm going to put you in your general walking order.
Woo.
Okay, you guys can see everything?
I'm very disoriented.
Yeah,
Also,
that's good.
we need more overlords.
Overlords.
Nobody
Oh,
recognizes this? It's a freaking StarCraft 2 map!
Yeah, it looks very
Yeah,
Starcraft-y.
we must
Must
know more
construct
overlords.
additional tentacles.
Much.
Oh, jeez.
That's fine.
I was asking myself, I'm like, how long is it gonna take for Spiral to notice this?
About 5 seconds.
I thought it'd be like a minute or two. I'd be like, wait a second, what is that? But motherfucker, within 3 seconds.
Okay, these are really, really iconic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I'm thinking of
they're
where to put my
iconic, but they're
hatchery
blue
right
crystals.
now.
I need to listen. You Google fucking map with blue crystals on it. And you fucking tell me what you goddamn see.
I'm with Inferno on this one. I've went map hunting before.
Yeah.
No, I know,
Yeah, it's
no
really
judgment. I said no judgment, but
Yeah,
you know.
no judgment. Okay.
Hey, I'm happy being on a StarCraft map.
Good.
cool.
Hopefully this will give you an advantage.
I'll-
Because
that's
Ellie,
Criana. That's fine.
Ellie, off to your right, generally in somewhere in, like to the right of Bear, somewhere in this general direction, you hear very, very briefly, like a crunching noise. Like something stepping on maybe like glass or ice or something like that.
Ellie's gonna kind of hunch over and start tiptoeing her way over there.
All right, go ahead and roll me a prowl check.
All right. Should probably get my character sheet open. Oh, that. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck. Damn it.
You begin very, very, very carefully moving towards this big clump of blue crystals. Very softly, not making a single sound. Oh, sorry. There. And you look around, all you see is just a general kind of big mess of blue crystals in every which way. Not really, you don't really see anything else of great significance. The rest of the party, however, as you're slowly rounding the corner, probably slowing down as Ellie has kind of veered off, you do see, off to your left, a big pile of snow. It's not enough to block your path or anything like that. It's only about 2 feet tall or so. But, yeah, it's there.
Piles of snow, armor, just saying. Right? That was the word.
Yes,
We
it
need
was.
to
Yeah,
watch
you're
out
remembering
for piles
correctly.
of snow.
Yep.
Okay, Al's going to flip up his vibro claws into ready position.
Okay.
And start looking around warily.
Okay. Roll me a D100. Al.
All right.
Everything is silent. You can hear the sound of wind whooshing past your helmet. Everyone is kind of slowed down and seeing your claws extend. The Inuit kind of brace themselves, get out their weapons, and Bear kind of follows along, not too close to Ellie at all, but he also slowly unsheathes his short sabers.
Tom?
Yeah.
I'm going to stick close. Not too close, never mind. I'm going to stick around you, but if I remember correctly, they are almost warded by fire. If you could maybe not engulf the pile, but near it, around it, to scare it off. I remember them. They had how do I put this? They had survival instincts.
I could do that.
Also, engulfing yourself might be a good deterrent.
I agree. A deterrent would be better than combat. Perhaps we can scare them into not messing with us at all.
I'm sorry. I mean, you hear nothing.
Everyone looks around.
Oh!
Oh,
Very
Armor
well.
seems to agree.
Mr.
How
Armor.
big?
Why don't I mute myself?
Wise, how big is this area we're looking at here? Like if
It
how-
is approximately 100 feet this way, and so I guess you could say 100 feet wide, and it looks like about 250 feet long. No, wait. Long, 100 long, 250 wide.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some good maneuvering room.
I would like to flame burst when everybody is ready for me to do so.
Ellie, what do you notice something? What's going on?
Oh, Ellie's
What
over
are you doing?
here. She's poking the crystals now. She's looking at them. She got distracted.
Oh, you're poking the crystals.
Yeah, she'll poke it.
Oh,
All right.
joy.
No, this is good. This is good. Now I want you to roll me a 1d. Wait, what's your favorite number?
7.
Roll me a 1d20, please.
Damn it!
That's 7 times 2. That's good.
That's even better. That's 2 7s.
That's right.
You begin to poke a few crystals in front of you, and they're very well. You have your armor on, so you don't know what they are to the touch, but they don't give way. But Ellie, now you're hearing a crunching noise, really briefly, for just a moment. Now it's like behind you, like somewhere here.
Ellie's gonna stand up. She'll walk over this way just a little bit, and then start singing very loudly.
Okay. You guys begin to hear Ellie singing very loudly. Any particular tune?
No, just, I mean, like,
Sure.
probably just something that they used to sing in the Endless Story.
Oh, nice. Okay, I like that.
Lavin squints at Ellie.
Well, Patrick now notices Ellie was gone. His perception was a fucking 98, and she rolled like, what, an 18 for a stealth? Didn't even notice.
Visibly starts like he's such in like gotta view everything and be ready for anything. That was the last thing he was expecting to hear.
Mhm.
Al, from the corner of your eye, you think you see movement.
Uh-oh.
Off to your right, maybe. It's very, very brief.
Al's going to mention what he saw and then start heading that direction.
Okay, that direction is off in this direction.
Alrighty.
Guys, why are you back?
Can't hear you. I'm singing.
Thermal sweep.
Right, Al says and starts
Thermal
backing up again.
sweep. You do a thermal sweep, Lavin, and everything is ice cold. You don't see the only heat signatures you see, and you count to make sure it's just you and your companions.
What are you guys on about? I don't see stuff. I don't see shit.
Ellie hasn't said she's seen shit. She just hears something, so she's like, oh, I'll sing.
Okay, here's the plan. How about if we all move as one towards Ellie, cover each other's backs. Tom, if you would.
I light myself on fire. I spend 4 ISP.
Okay.
Boom.
Tom is a flame. The Inuit are not used to this appearance. They've seen it once before. They kind of chirk back a little bit, but I'm assuming you guys gesture for them to follow in closely with the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Al would
Alright,
actually have him in between all of us. Yeah.
Patrick would probably also say, I guess kind of semi-loudly, close to each other, cover all directions, almost back to back in a large group.
Is there any cover in here other than the crystals way out off in the edge there?
Sorry, say that again?
Is there any cover in here other than the crystals on that?
Other than the crystals, no. Unfortunately not. There's there's that snow pile.
Oh, well, I'm just going to go. Guys, I'm going to go jump in the snow pile, and I'll cover you from there, okay? I'm just kidding. I'm not actually doing that.
I know. I know. All right.
How about you guys go on ahead, and I will cover you from here, because I got a pretty good vantage of the entire range of the room.
How about we don't split up?
Yes, their general tactic is to go behind and strike while you're not looking. As
Who's general
one
tactic?
continuous group of a wall of eyes in a circle, we will not be surprised.
Our friend there said they move when we're not watching.
As well as they are deterred by fire.
Yes.
We should not split up. AK, while we're going towards Ellie, please stick together.
All right. All right.
All right.
I was assuming this was something different than the armor. The armor is in the snow pile, and that this was something else. But whatever.
Could be.
Regardless, so you all stay within, we'll say about 3 feet of each other or so.
Except, 3 feet. 3 feet's fine.
Maybe somebody who's in armor can be near him. I cannot.
Yeah.
Sure. Not a problem.
I'm also okay with being a little bit away from the group,
okay.
like 5 to
All right.
6 feet.
All right, you can be 5 or 6. You're 5 to 6 feet away. So you are making your way towards Ellie with everyone else following suit. Now, everyone else, where are you looking? Are you looking towards Tom and Ellie? Are you scanning the horizon? What are your tactics in regards to this?
I would be scanning the back end of us as I am bringing up the rear, so I'll have my back turned to the Inuits.
We are trying to do a kind of, how there's back-to-back, but in a larger group, so there's more of a circle outturned.
Yeah. That's what you're doing. Okay, great. Ellie, what are you doing? You're singing your little heart out. Are you moving anywhere or just staying where you are?
she's just looking at the crystals.
Well, they not only are they shiny, they reflect light really nice. They seem to move with their own inner light sometimes. And they're in all sorts of, it's not just a single standard shape. They're almost like snowflakes in a way, right? Each individual crystal is a little different. It's fragmented in a different way. It's cut a slightly different way. It's quite fascinating and very, very pretty. Do you examine, do you poke any more of them? Or are you just kind of looking at them, all happy and hummy like?
Yeah, just looking at them.
Okay. Let me think here. So sure enough, as Ellie is looking towards the crystals, Tom and the rest of the group start coming towards her. You're maybe about 10 feet away of Ellie right now. Tom's completely aflame, with everyone else kind of spread in the circle, kind of scanning their horizon, scanning their environment very, very carefully. There's been no conversation. In fact, now that they've all gathered together and moving towards you, the only thing that echoes through these large cavernous chambers, this large open area, is your voice. It actually rings out very nice and prettily, and it kind of goes out into the deeper down into the meteor below there, and it kind of echo off quite sweetly and all that good stuff.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to either grab, dash, ask Ellie to come into the person circle?
Might be Bear's the best option.
Okay.
Because he's close enough to her anyway.
Inferno, if you would.
Oh, sorry, who, Bear?
Yeah, Bear.
Yeah.
Because he's closer to her and...
Yeah, no problem. I'm just give me 2 seconds. Don't kill my dreams. Okay, I'm just telling the viewer not to kill my dreams. All right. A bear very carefully steps over towards Ellie, and he says, Ellie, the others have reason to believe that this is the environment in which that small green creature warned us of territorial and violent beings that use trickery and steelness to sneak upon trespassers and kill them.
Oh, I know.
Oh, good. Tom is to be used as a deterrent, but when you were ready, the others asked me to ask you to come and join with the group so all of our backs are covered.
Oh, you guys are so cautious. Y'all need to relax a little bit. But who am I? I'm just the crazy one. Okay, let's get going. She'll walk over pretty casually and like have her back kind of making fun of the people next to her.
Making fun how?
Like just like mimicking them. Just like, ugh, let's be careful.
So you're mocking us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I can tell you what Patrick's thinking, but you wouldn't know in character.
Al is promising himself he's not going to say "I told you so" if this goes badly. He promises himself.
Give me just 2 shakes of a little bunny's tail. I want to look something up real quick. Continue to talk amongst yourselves.
So where are we headed?
Good question. Which direction
Yeah, is
should
this
we
like
go?
a dead end, or is there like another?
No,
end to this place?
sorry. Past the snow pile. So there's some rocky crags here, and the path does continue this way, past that snow pile.
And
You could try to.
yeah. We're not noticing anything else from the right/top.
Okay.
Not currently. I'll get back to that in just 2 shakes here. I just want to look up something. I just want to look up something. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay.
If there is a monster that specifically does more damage while someone's mocking us, I'm going to
No.
cry.
But you continue as I will say about a minute or so later after Ellie moves the group and everyone's trying to decide where to go and begin making your way, we'll say slightly to the left or whatever, fog begins to creep in.
Ooh.
Almost like it definitely comes from the east and it begins to coat this entire area very, very quickly. Patrick and Al don't even have to do any sort of skill check to know that this is the suddenness and speed of this, there's magic involved, without a doubt.
Also, here's an interesting question. Is the fog evaporating or not evaporating around Tom?
It is not around Tom. It is not evaporating.
All right. Al's going to say, okay, this is not normal fog. Tom, look. It's around you.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's trying to avoid me. Okay. Well, what do we do?
Wait. It's trying to avoid him or it's not?
It's not trying to avoid
Oh, it's
him.
not trying to avoid me. Okay.
It's cutting around. Yeah, no, it's covering him. It's
Okay.
covering him too.
Yeah,
now,
it's clearly
luckily,
despite the
Tom
fact
is
that you're on
burning
fire.
bright. So now this fog is starting to get very, very thick. Now, thankfully, you're all very close to each other. So you can see the person right next to you, with the exception of everyone can see where Tom is because he is literally a human torch. But for the rest of you, all you can see clearly is the beings to your left, right, or directly behind you. But anyone further than that, you can just see. You can't. I mean, you can just hear. You can't see.
Okay.
Is it a cold fog?
Well, you can't tell within your armor. For those of you who aren't wearing any armor, it has not changed the temperature of the atmosphere.
I was more referring to thermal vision.
Oh, thermal. Yeah, you look through with your thermal vision. There's no added heat to it. It is a consistent fog that is only a few degrees warmer than the rest of the environment.
Patrick will take out shotgun and load hot lead. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Hot lead.
Yeah, it is called hot lead. That's from a while ago. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, you load your vehicle. Anyone else doing anything right now?
No, he's keeping his claws at the ready. That's it.
Ellie's frowning a little bit because she can't see the crystals anymore.
Fair enough.
So, guys, should I go around the group and go here to try and make the effort of guiding you guys past the snowdrift and further in?
begin to hear a rumbling noise. Nothing major, nothing directly on you. And Ellie, your sixth sense isn't going off. But you begin to hear almost like a rocky rumbling noise in the distance, coming from around this direction and this direction.
Sure, that seems like good as plan as any. Unless we want to head back.
Yep.
I am concerned, but I think we can take whatever comes towards us.
Well, good thing we dropped off the rest of the rocks at the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case we all die. Is that what you're getting?
Yeah. I trust Alicia.
At? Yeah.
So
Positivity
do
is
I.
helpful.
Just be very careful and keep watching your back. Keep your backs to each other.
Okay. All right. Tom, you begin to move forward towards that direction. And thanks to the brightness of you right now, you can see in front of you, it's about 10 feet in front of you, a giant wall of ice, approximately 25 feet tall. You're not too sure how thick, but it covers this entire area here, as far as you can see from left to right.
That wasn't there before, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. I'm going to tell everybody to stop.
Ellie, you hear a crunching noise behind you.
Ellie will look behind her.
You don't see anything through that fog.
Oh, I thought the Inuit was behind me. Is he not behind me?
So, when I say behind you, I mean behind you.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Is there any way I can make because I think we're all facing out right now. So, is there any way I can make my character look out?
Oh, yeah.
He means from in front of you, basically.
Oh,
Long
yeah,
story
sorry,
short.
from in front of you.
Okay, she'll kind of squint through the she'll kind of, that's a good idea. So yeah, people are looking outward, so we can be like that.
Yeah.
Or well, I guess it'd be more.
You could just say you're looking outward. I believe you.
Okay,
I was just, yeah, it's all good.
She's squinting. She squints a bit,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and she'll go, "Hello."
There's no noise, no reply back.
All right.
Not yet, at least.
What's the holdup?
All right, it looks like there's a giant ice wall that's impeding our progress.
So melt it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to... Oh, boy. Try and get the Inuit guys to put on their magic armor. Spell.
You look at them. They don't. They look at you, looking around, weapons at the ready. You can't really see them all the way. You have to get closer to them anyway.
Yeah.
But they don't understand you right now.
Lavin beats the chest of his armor to demonstrate that they need armor.
The shaman takes a look at you, takes a few moments of realization, then he nods and he begins an incantation. First to put a soft purple armor around Bunique, and then one for himself.
Gotta tell you, I'm amazed that worked because I wasn't intending it to.
Well, this is a strange, hostile environment. The Inuit aren't stupid. They know something's fucking up.
Okay.
This is normal.
This is not normal.
With that, I would like to fire eruption the wall and essentially create a bigger wall that will be right next to it with MDC.
Sure. How much MDC damage does it do?
Let's see. 6d6 MDC.
Roll it.
Okay. Well, I have to roll to make sure that I hit the target first.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And I do it. Okay.
Okay. So roll your damage.
Okay. 17 MDC.
Well, the wall begins to melt a little bit, but not completely.
Okay.
And it will continue to melt a little bit as each kind of round goes on. But more importantly, I would like everyone that isn't Tom, so everyone in this area, to roll me a sudden balance check, because unbeknownst to all of you, or maybe this just happened in the past few seconds, you no longer have stone underneath your feet, sturdy stone. It's now a slick sheet of ice.
Ooh.
So yeah, go ahead and roll me a balance check, please.
Any penalties of any kind?
Let me check.
Sorry, what?
Standing. Oh no, you know what? Actually, it's a special roll. Just roll me a D100. If you get under 15%, that's bad. So Ellie, don't roll. You're good. You got your 71.
Wait, under 15%?
Yeah, under 15. Yep. So Al got it.
Allie.
We have the best rolls tonight.
You do. And sorry, I gotta do the Inuit.
Yep.
Give me a moment. And bear.
There.
1, 2, 3. Oh no, bear.
Oh no, bear.
Bear, no.
Bear. Bear and Al unfortunately slip and fall to the ground.
Well, it's not as bad as the slide. Al kind of embarrassingly starts to pick himself up.
Roll a D100.
All right.
Lavin assumes that they're dropping for cover and drops down to one knee.
Yeah, you slowly get to your feet.
And Al says, sorry, slippier than I thought.
How's that ice wall coming there, Tom?
Do another 15 seconds pass?
Yep. And it melts, and here's the most disconcerting thing. Something is strengthening that wall.
Okay.
Every time it melts, it refreezes a few moments later.
All right. It looks like we're not going to be able to get past this wall. Something is freezing it consistently.
Guys, the fog is getting thicker. Really thick.
Tom, can you turn up the heat?
I can try.
I can.
The fog is getting so thick you can barely see the hand in front of your face, and it feels oppressing, constrictive, claustrophobic. I would like all of you to roll me horror factor. I want to be the 14.
Ooh. And we have a permanent +3 to it. Haha.
Some of you do.
Some of us.
I probably don't, because I don't know.
So what you do is you roll a 1d20 on your character sheet. On the second page, it has your saves, right? Like save versus psionics, magic, poisons, all that good stuff. One of them should be horror factor. What you want to do is roll a 1d20, add whatever bonuses you have there, and let me know what you got. And okay, let me roll the 6. Okay. 16, 9, 20, 22. Okay, so Lavin and Patrick, you are, for as long as you're in this fog now, you're going to have a -2 on initiative, strike, parry, and dodge, and your speed is going to be reduced by half. Because this just feels like it's suffocating you. It's like a sensation of terrors, or like you see out of the corner of your eyes these strange shadows that could be anybody, stuff like that.
Right. Got it.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you have managed to keep your wits in regards to this.
Uh-huh.
Ellie, are you there?
Yeah.
Your sixth sense is going off.
We got just that immediate danger is going to happen.
Yeah, immediate danger in the next about 15 to 30 seconds that is life-threatening to either yourself or one of your dear friends.
Ellie's going to quick shout out, everyone duck! And she'll hit the floor next to Bear.
Okay. What does everyone do?
Al can't do much while prone. He's gonna take a knee, but yeah.
You said you got up. So
Yeah, I'm saying, but No. What I'm saying is, she said duck. Alk wouldn't be able to do much from that position, so he's just going to take a knee. If he were to actually duck, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. You're just being Squee. All right, no problem.
I'm being very serious.
No, but I'm curious because you fell down and then you got back up on your feet and you said, "Oh, that's embarrassing." So when she says duck, doesn't that mean? So when you say, "Oh, I can't really duck, I just get down to one knee," I don't get it.
No. He's less effective on his back.
Yeah, if I actually duck, I'm less effective. All I have are knives.
Oh, you're less effective. I didn't hear that. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
All right. You're not being Squee. You're being normal.
Well, you are normal,
Squee.
Anyway, all right. Now we know what Squee's doing after we spent 3 minutes talking about it. Lavin, Patrick, Tom.
I'm already on a knee. I stay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I guess I'll do that. I'm panicking enough that putting myself in a worse position maybe would probably be okay for Patrick. Maybe because he's just going like, okay, I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I will flop down on my belly, but I have a question.
Okay.
So
I have an answer, hopefully.
The fog is getting so thick that even I can't see the fire.
Yeah.
Then the fire will...
you can... No. You can still see the fire. It flickers in the distance.
Okay.
But you really have to concentrate on it.
Okay. Because I have to maintain line of sight.
Yeah. It's the fog is getting really thick, but it's still fire, right? And you're still close enough. You're only like 10, 15 feet away from it. You're still good.
Around there, yeah.
If you got around 20, 30 feet, then it'd be hazy. But from your current position right now, you can still see the fire.
Okay. Then yeah, I just fall prone on my stomach.
Okay. Then you would see everyone come down, and they do the same, and which is good, because just wisping over Tom's head and wisping over Al's head, only about a feet above, are these shards of jagged ice, like little knives that whiz right on by. And now that their ambush has failed, thanks to someone's psychic powers, I'll have you all roll for initiative, please. And remember, Lavin and Patrick get a -2 to that.
Oh wait, that was Patrick.
I don't even get a turn. I'm
Whoa!
Guys!
This is amazing. This is the best session ever. I'm going to kill all of you.
Jesus,
the dice
guys.
hate us.
All right, give me a moment.
For the rest of the night, could someone else roll for me?
Yes, I can roll for you with my amazing one luck as well.
Has anyone been rolling good tonight?
Well,
No!
yes, but only in certain circumstances, which will screw them over. Oh man, I rolled a 15. No, 15's bad now. Oh.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 on a D100 on one of the few times that is bad.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Oh,
Let me roll for everybody else.
yeah.
Actually, they need their horror factors first. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Ningakpok. That's the name of the demon bear.
Nilok?
Nilok also has penalties to his initiative. So let's just go ahead and roll his first. Oh, wow. Even there, he's better than all of you. Yeah. And let me just roll the others. Nice. Bunika's with the 1 club. And Bear.
Woo.
Bear, it got an 8.
Oh, God. That's 3 1s.
3 1s and 3 8s.
And now I'm not rolling for anything else. Nope, not me. Nope, nothing's happening. Nope, it's all just your imagination. Definitely didn't get a 10 and 17. Whatever is going on. And they definitely don't have 5 attacks. This is all a figment of your imagination.
Well, that's good. That would have been troublesome otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just key all these X's so we're not
Yeah.
confused.
Just leave Tom's alone because fire eruption does take off half of his turn.
Oh, okay. When
you go.
you know when you gave the explanation to leave them alone, I was changing them. So that didn't help. No, did it? Okay. Now we can sort by initiative order.
Okay. I can do that.
Give me oh yeah, okay. Go nuts.
Yeah.
And we'll get into this. This will be fun, Zors.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Okay. All right. I wasn't expecting to act so quickly. Axe so quickly? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind.
Ask me a question.
Ask me a question.
It's almost as if their ambush had actually succeeded.
Kind of.
Nearly.
Oh no, those things are lame. Okay. Okay, because you saw this coming before, you have a chance to dodge this. This is coming towards Ellie.
Okay.
A shard of ice is being whisked towards you. Now, this is weird because, for lack of a better word, it's a spell. Although you guys aren't hearing any spell casting going on. But pretty much, in order to dodge it, you have to roll a 17 or higher. But there's no penalties to it. So
Okay.
you'd have to, but you'd also have to choose to dodge, or you can just take the hit.
I'll try and dodge.
Okay. So I'll mark off an action for you.
Do I get my normal bonus or?
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that...
you get your normal bonus. Your big ass fucking god damn it. Yeah. You roll off to one side and a shard of ice just chings off the ice that you're lying on right now and does no damage. Okay, wait. Okay, Nilak, what do you do? Nilak, fucking go girl. Move it. She yells out something and she kind of takes her spear, but she can't really see or do anything in this fog, so she kind of waits for like something to fucking kill or show up or something. Tom,
Yes.
frozen rain begins to spill over your head. Luckily for you, it doesn't do any damage to you, nor does it quell the flames that you are alight from. But that's what happens. Like this, all of a sudden, a pour of frozen rain hits you, and it begins to sizzle off of you like water on a frying pan. And everyone can hear this really loud, sizzling noise, but it has no negative effects. Yeah. Tom, your turn.
Okay. I am going to stop the firewall.
Oh, okay.
I have
here's
to.
the interesting thing. As you stop, okay, good. You stop the firewall, and you do notice that you saw it constantly try to rebuild itself. Now it's not. Now it's like half melted.
Huh. Okay.
But you see that in just a quick fade as the flyer goes out, and then now all you can see is fucking fog.
Okay. I would like to take out my swords and turn them on, the vibroblades. And that is my turn.
Okay. Bear simply says, "Backs to one another, prepare for a sudden strike," as he rings his saber in front of him, ready to defend himself. Al.
Sorry, I was looking up my abilities to be sure I had them. Al is going to agree with Bear. He's going to just be back to back. I can't see anything to really attack, so I'm just going to be waiting for something to happen.
Okay. Ellie.
Ellie will prop herself up so she's on like a kneeling position and wait for further confirmation.
Okay, no problem. Bunika's doing similar. Lavin?
Based on sound or trajectory of these ice bolts or anything, where's this stuff coming from?
One from here. One from here.
Okay. I want to throw a frag grenade to the one to the north.
Ooh!
Best as I can tell.
Neat. Great. Roll to hit. It's just a roll 1d20, and I don't know if you have any bonus to throw or anything like that. Don't worry, you only have to just get higher than a 5.
Hand to hand probably doesn't come into this.
No.
Okay, I got +2. Whoops. It would help if I
Rolling
actually rolled.
+2.
Just rolled +2.
Ooh,
Hey!
excellent. You hit square where you want in that direction. And a few seconds later, the frag grenade explodes. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just double check something. Oh, there you are. Oh, shit. It is vulnerable. A good thing I checked it. You would have been really pissed off. Roll damage.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, nice. Good job. The explosion is heard off in the distance. And Lavin, for a moment, you can hear almost what sounds like the sound of icicles hitting the ground. But it seems like it's coming from something's vocal cords like that. As it definitely sounds like you wounded some sort of creature. Good job. Okay, Patrick.
Patrick muted?
Yeah, I'm thinking
okay.
right at the moment.
That's cool.
Patrick will he'll probably drop his shotgun and then start casting a spell.
Okay, what spell?
Horrific Illusion.
Okay, on yourself?
It is actually not directed at a creature, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, but emanating from yourself, I reckon.
He's gonna try to have it away, probably more towards the north that way.
Okay.
So spend the PP. He will try to do that. He's going to specifically have it as, a good thing it even marks this down, as fire.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure if you get any bonuses at horror factor, but they need to roll a normal horror factor roll of a difficulty of 14. Whoever can see it, which luckily they're the only ones who can see, I'm assuming.
I'll be damned. Okay, that's your action. Top of the order.
Hey, look, everyone, our rolls are bleeding over.
We'll get them with our bad luck.
Oh, I should probably, what was it? It was like a 50% chance to take all of my turn to do this.
Oh, yeah, because your clunky ass armor. Yeah, roll it.
So 50 below, that will...
Be good.
That'll be good.
50
Okay.
above is bad.
51 above. 51 and above. That is bad. That is all my turn.
Well, your turn. If that makes you feel any better, it's effective.
It's okay.
Well, shit. The fog actually listens a little bit. The penalties for Patrick and Lavin no longer exist.
Also, if it counts or anything, however, the illusion is also very much real to anyone who fails the horror factor and cannot go past the illusion and must find another route around it.
Yep. Groovy. That reinforces that. Okay. Yeah, the fog, sorry, it lightens a little bit. So you guys can now see maybe about 7 feet in front of you. But more importantly, that kind of supernatural effect of invoking fear and horror and claustrophobia has lifted. So no more -2 penalties for Jared. Lavin and Lavin and
Out of curiosity,
Yay!
out of curiosity, those of us who still succeeded, would we have felt the presence lift as well?
Sure, you would have felt it, but it just wouldn't have overcome you.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nilak also waits. Well, if I can't decide, I'll just roll a 1d2. Okay, that works. Al.
Yes.
A figure begins to come out of the... Oh, God. Inferno. Move your lair. Move it, you stupid idiot. There we go. Oh, for Christ's
Don't
sake.
talk to Inferno like that, Inferno.
Yeah, Inferno, you asshole.
Honestly, Inferno.
Wow.
I didn't know Inferno had a layer.
Oh, I have so many layers, it's not even funny.
He's like an onion.
Yep, it makes you cry deep.
I was
deeper you
more
go.
thinking about Inferno's layer and how it would be really hot.
Yeah!
Oh,
like-
that layer. I get
Yeah.
it.
Bonus
Clever,
25 experience for fun. All
Yeah.
right. Anyways, Al, all of a
That's so
sudden,
tiny.
a figure that looks like it's made of pure ice crystals comes out of the fog, and luckily it's licensed a little bit, so you kind of see this coming in order to react. But a giant, massive, frozen fist is coming towards to slam you in the head.
Oh.
So I'm going to just roll. Now it's a called shot to the head, and you're a regular human-sized head, so it's harder by 6. So
I
it's
am
actually
a regular human-sized head.
You are a real boy. It's still enough to hit you in your real head. Would
All
you like
right.
to dodge, parry, or do a simultaneous attack?
Do I? Is parrying an option? Yeah, sure. I will parry.
I
I
don't
will
know.
attempt
You've
to
never
parry.
parried a giant fist before, but
I will attempt to parry it with a plus 14. Yep.
mother fucking goddamn overpowered. I mean, how dare you level up as like you played for 3 years of an adventure? Yeah, you deflect the frozen fist away, and that whatever it came towards you begins to disappear out to the fog. Very similar to when Lavin threw that grenade. You hear a sound coming from it, like it's almost like this deep, but instead of like a roar or a growl, it's like the sound of ice falling on the ground.
Huh.
Yeah. Tom,
Yes.
it's your action.
Oh. I'm just assuming a defensive stance because I have no idea where they are.
Okay. Bear. Also waits. He's just waiting to be attacked. That's what everyone's doing. Al.
Well, it disappeared, so I can no longer see it, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so...
You know which direction it went to, though. It went somewhere in this direction.
Yeah, but at the
By the
moment, I am
Vespane
very...
gas.
At the very moment, I am full of melee stuff, so I don't want to break
Yeah.
formation. So I'm going to stay reactive.
Okay. Ellie.
Ellie's gonna pull out her hammer
Uh-huh.
and switch it to mega damage
Nice.
and slam the ice below her.
Oh.
See what happens.
Yeah. You don't have to roll to hit the ground, Call. That would be funny. Roll some damage for me, though, please.
She could hit her foot.
She
It's
could,
true.
but I'm not that
She rolled a
quick.
1.
I mean,
Nah. That's
it
D&D
could
stuff.
happen. Let's see. Mega damage 2d4.
Yep.
D. 4.
4.
Hey.
You crack the ice underneath of you, but it doesn't quite shatter. But you have a feeling if you give another really good whack, you'll be able to break the ice underneath of you.
Because it was stoned before. That's what you.
Oh, it sure
right?
was.
Okay,
it sure
cool.
was. It sure was. Bunique also waits. Lavin.
How high is the roof in here?
Oh, really, really high. Like 100, 200 feet up.
Okay, well, Lavin's not fond of the idea of sitting here in a circle while getting shot and getting like ambushed by these things
Uh-huh.
because it seems like we're not getting anywhere. So
Uh-huh.
I would like to fly up and try and get like over top of this area so that I can
Okay.
high enough so maybe I can still see the ground. Like how far can I see at this point?
Well, you can't. The fog seems to be covering this entire area. But if you get up above the fog, you can see the wide, sprawling cavern below. And from your bird's eye view, you can see some kind of shadows moving in the fog. The
Well, no,
shadows
like-
that aren't. Uh-huh.
Here's what I'm asking. Like, say from where I was standing, how far can I see?
From when you mean when
Approximately.
you were in the fog?
Yeah. said it lifted
Around
it.
7 feet around you.
Okay. And did I get any glimpse of the creature that went and tried to hit Al?
No, it was behind you. It happened
Yeah, it
so
wouldn't have faced
fast. Yeah.
Okay. It sucks then. I thought it lifted him a little more than 7 feet.
No.
And I won't
Before
be
you
able
can
to
only
hear
see like
anything.
3 feet in front of you.
Yeah. Okay, but I would have been hearing something from that other side, I guess, then, huh?
Sure.
Got a
Well, I did
rethink
say
my
it gave a
action.
roar. Or
Yeah.
a icicle noise. Icicle noise.
I thought you said
Okay, well,
bicycle.
actually, I'll just like cautiously walk in that direction
Okay.
over towards the east.
Okay. You do so. You make your way slowly through the fog. I would like you to roll me D100, please, because it's still icy.
Oh, Jesus
You fall.
Christ. I should just
You
not
fall
move or do
flat
anything.
on your ass. Right on your ass.
I
I
guess
thought
we
I
have
was-
the right idea.
You take 2 steps and fall on your bum bum.
I am
I
so
thought
impressed
I
that we don't
was-
just fail by a little bit. We fail spectacularly.
It's pretty
big.
significant.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I thought this was the opposite thing, wasn't it? It wasn't high.
Oh yeah. It was. You have to get under 15, isn't it?
Mm,
Unless it changed because we're in combat, which is possible.
Could be.
It changed. The percentages changed.
Go, Patrick.
Um,
Damn it.
No, it was true. It was true for keeping your balance on this special ice. Oh wait, wait. Oh wait, I have this completely goddamn reversed. Yeah, no, they're absolutely right. He had to get under a 72, and he got a 98. I'm sorry. I thought it was my best. You don't fall. No.
Yeah.
Bad GM. Bad. Be consistent, you bastard. Okay. I'm so sorry. So you don't
Over,
fall.
under, we don't know what's going on in this game.
Nah, it's fine.
No.
Right.
Most of the times it is under 98. It's just for some
Yeah.
reason it gave you the rules for this ice thing is if they're standing perfectly still, if they're under 15, they fall. If they move at half their speed, they get under 32. They move at full speed. It's under 72. I don't know why they did it that way. Don't look at me. Anyway.
California.
Yeah, I know, eh? All right. So that's Lavin. He's carefully making his way through the fog. Top of the order. Now, this is where things get interesting. That horrific illusion. Okay, they're going to try something. The ice underneath of you all begins to melt and vanish away.
Hey.
I know.
Pretty good hammer.
Milak carefully starts to get to their feet. And then the fog begins to dissipate. No one can hear anything, and the soft sound of this, the fog begins to dissipate. And as it begins to dissipate, those ice walls, you see a second one was right behind you, blocking this direction. But they're beginning to crack and melt and fade away. Lavin, you're currently surrounded by those same blue Scion ice crystals around you. But for a moment, you can see right here, one of these shards of crystals has deep turquoise green eyes, and they're looking at you. This figure completely encased, completely in camouflage, looking like it's made of crystals itself, except crystals of ice, stands motionless, staring at you. It
Can I
doesn't
get
move.
any emotional vibe? Is this a look of hostility or?
Unfortunately, you can read human expressions pretty well. This is very inhuman. A collection of... Hey, actually, here, I'll just move this guy on over. A collection of ice shards. You can't get a reading. You do know it's not physically moving or attacking or anything to you. Tom, I think you ran out of actions, right?
Yes.
Bear warily gets up. Al.
Al is he'd help anyone up who needs it, but other than that, he would just keep it where he's at, and he'd be like, "Okay, so who did what?" Because something worked.
Anyone who
We'll
looks
pause
towards...
we'll pause initiative combat right now. We'll get into it if we absolutely have to at the same initiative level. But feel free to talk roleplay amongst yourselves now, free from the initiative system.
Hey, fun fact about a horrific illusion. It just kind of continues to work for like 20 minutes. So there's a pretty big, scary fire over in that direction. For some reason,
can you not
it's
choose who sees it or not? So even your allies are affected by it?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Wait, really? Because we've used it before when that's not the case. Otherwise, everyone saw tiny little children back on Mars.
But that wasn't that scary to them.
Let's see.
They were chasing them. They were chasing Killian.
Everyone who sees the illusion must roll to save versus horror factor.
All right, everyone roll it. If anyone here is terrified of fire,
wow,
roll it.
Terrified? Not terrified, but I mean, I'd have a healthy a physical aversion to it. Would that count?
Yes.
All right, then I will roll me a horror factor.
Would it be
So look at that illusion.
Pretty much, Lavin's good. Al is unsettled.
Would it be safe to say that Tom doesn't have to roll?
Tom, do not roll or I will.
Okay.
You'll have to save versus horror factors from angry god. Flames! No, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
And I am going to assume I also don't need to roll for my own illusion.
No. Although that would be hilarious. You see it and you're terrified. Although both the Inuit are very, very, like, they creep up, they get behind Tom. They try and want to get away from this fire as much as possible. They're whispering hushed words to themselves, but no one can understand them. What happens with horrific illusion when you fail your horror save?
Normal horror saves, but in addition to it, they definitely believe that it is very much real and cannot pass through it because of, well, they think they're going to actually get hurt by it or whatever.
Okay, so fuck Al. I don't know. This is bigger and scarier than any other fucking fire Tom has ever made.
Al will actually say, Tom, can you get rid of that fire now, please? I don't think we need it.
That's not me.
Yeah, that's me.
Then can you dispel it?
He can't.
I could, but I think it's keeping them at bay.
Right. Okay. No problem.
Let's move forward.
Okay. Yeah, the ice walls have now completely fallen away, broken away. Do you guys want to move past them?
It's right over here. Let's get it.
Yes, please. Very much, please. Yes, please.
But Lavin saying it's right over here. Let's get it.
Ellie will stand next to Lavin with her hammer. We getting it?
It stairs.
How big is this thing?
Oh, it's a good 7 feet tall, probably good 3 feet wide. Standing perfectly motionlessly still.
Ooh.
Here's the thing: we're gonna have to come back this way. We might want to just kill it.
Patrick goes over to it.
It doesn't move, but for a moment you see its eyes flick in Patrick's direction.
Patrick is going to try something.
Okay.
Is going to crystal. Well, for one, I guess he's going to sheath weapon.
Oh, and for another, you can roll me fucking monsters and lore, because you might know exactly what this is now that you can see it.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I
I'm
have
looking at
monsters
it.
and lore.
Can I take a look?
Yeah, everyone has monsters and lore. Fucking roll it now.
Oh snap! I got that at 10%.
Really?
Yeah. Remember we went to the zoo.
15.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we went to the zoo.
Oh,
Oh boy, Patrick! Oh,
Jesus.
you son of a
Fuck,
bitch!
Lavin's the only one.
I know something Patrick doesn't know.
Oh my god!
This is, okay, so to kind of set this up as to how you know it, right?
Sure.
You swap tales. I mean, when you're drinking, you tend to talk, right? And you remember this old grizzled bounty hunter that came up from up north, and like half of his ear was frozen off, lost to frostbite. He only had 3 fingers on his left hand. He had like 3 teeth still left in his mouth. But man, he could drink and he could tell a story. And he told stories of running across these things he called ice monsters, but they actually are frozen water elementals. You know that, actually, you succeeded by quite a bit. So you know that these things are otherworldly. They might understand humans, but they've never been known to talk or communicate with them. You know that they're impervious to regular weapons, poison, standard fire, cold, obviously, but kinetic weapons and explosives, like your fragmentary grenade or punches from robotic armor or kicks or vibroblades, could actually chip away at them. They're known to cast magic almost at will, like an innate ability. And yeah, they're pretty tough. They're pretty tough. Like they have a lot of. It takes a lot to chip away at them.
So immune to energy and normal weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. Ellie,
But
I think we gotta hit it with your hammer. That'll break it. That'll break your hammer. Yeah, that's good.
Oh wait, hold up a second. Patrick wanted to do something. He was stepping.
Oh
up
yeah.
When
Go
I'm
for it,
just
Patrick.
yeah, roll something.
Yeah.
Patrick is going to very obviously sheath his weapon. And then gesture. He's going to gesture and walk over to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then very obviously, like kind of with a large like arm motion, wipe down and remove the fire.
I see. As you do so, the fire dissipates and slowly. Give me a moment. Let me get the right layer. You can see, taking 3 careful, slow steps, another of these ice elementals, these ice monsters, that moves just at the periphery there. And unlike its counterpart, who's standing perfectly still, this one raises a single arm and it points in that direction. And then it points in that direction.
Yeah, I don't think these were the armor things that the fairy guy was talking about. In which case,
armor, he said statue.
Yeah, statues.
Huh.
Patrick is going to give a bow. Hopefully, they understand general body language.
Uh-huh.
And going to as much as he can, because he's probably still a bit shaken, calmly and very firmly turn his back to them and walk away.
The one directly behind Patrick, everyone else can see, does not move. The one that is Lavin and Ellie are in front of stares impassively at the two of them. Both of them now are rock still.
Ellie glances over at Lavin.
Lavin shrugs.
Ellie will shrug and then put her hammer away and start walking after Patrick.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Bear and Inuit also follow. Although the Inuit looked very, very, very confused, and a few times Bunique thrusts her spear in that direction, but she follows the main group. Okay, and Al, you too.
Oh yeah, I'm more than happy to walk away from the not real fire.
Good.
Oh, it's gone now.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, that doesn't change much. This unsettled him.
The only fire you
Be
see
afraid of
is
fire.
this guy.
It unsettled him because he shouldn't be afraid of fire. Why was this so? He knows what magic is. He should be better than this.
Wow. Okay, so you continue down the winding pathways until you enter the mouth of what appears to be a deeper, darker pit of the meteor itself. You've been traveling now for approximately 15 minutes and have finally made your way out of the wind-whistling rocky bridges and pathways into something that's a little bit more solid. Something that is a little more, I guess you could say, familiar for those of you who have gone, your characters who accompany caves or spelunking or that sort of thing. I'm going to just kind of move you guys further into the passageway so I can have you make your next decision. But the cavern that you're now in there's no high 100-foot heights above you. You're still squarely inside this meteor, but you're coming into a more focal point of it, a narrower point of it, and a point that is starting to become partially submerged. Although you still are very much on dry land, much of your surrounding area is these large cavernous hallways in which a bunch of different blues and purples and green lights, all lit up by these crystals that spring up like flowers, coat the entire area. From the distance, it looks like this is partially submerged and the light flits off of the liquid. As you continue on, you can see there are two natural pathways that aren't completely and utterly submerged. One going to the south, one continuing on your eastern path.
Any particular difference between these pathways?
Not that you can see, and unfortunately, not that you can hear. There is no real indicator, unfortunately. Both of these look just as wide and traversable as the other.
Anybody got a coin?
Is there any feeling towards where the rock might be?
Do you do anything special to try to get yourself in tune with it?
Patrick thinks for a second. Hey, I'm not particularly too good with singing, but would anybody remember the tune that As a
Just look
player,
at
I'm.
Lavin.
Lavin buries his face in his hand and tries to begin humming the tune.
Nice.
That he
Roll me
heard with
Oh.
the
D100.
rock.
Can Ellie join him after she kind of gets a feel for the melody?
Yes, you can. So, actually, never mind. Lavin, you don't roll. We're going to have Ellie roll her performance check. See how well she can pick up his lead.
I don't think I have a performance check.
Yeah, singing. Your skill.
Oh,
your
my singing?
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, singing.
Singing performance. Yeah. Does it just say singing? My bad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I nail it.
Yeah, you do. Lavin gives some awkward hums, but Ellie picks up the tune and is soon repeating it. And Lavin, she fucking nailed it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, what am I doing with this? She stopped singing.
I don't know. Do you get any vibes as to where we're supposed to,
We're
where the
looking
other
for
stone is?
a sing and respond, I think.
Yeah, listen very closely
Ellie
in
will
your heart.
sit down
Uh-huh.
and focus on the melody
Uh-huh.
and hang on, I'm just trying to and she'll just see if she can hear anything.
Okay. You begin repeating and focusing in on the melody. And sure enough, for a second you think like someone's joining in with you, but that's not true because Lavin can't sing. And neither and everyone else can carry tune okay, but this is like a light noise. Oh wait, no, it's accompaniment. Something's accompanying you. Like wind instruments, it's like a flute. Yeah, it's definitely like a flute noise. And it's coming from the south. Yeah, it's definitely coming from the south.
Ellie will say, I hear something over there. And she'll point.
To the south, I reckon.
She'll point up. No, she points to the south.
Okay.
Better than a coin flip, as Patrick walks towards that direction.
Wonderful. And as you guys lead yourselves down, just give me a moment. I gotta hobble my ass out my chair, turn on some goddamn lights, and get myself a drink.
You're just bitter because I knew what the ice
I'll
monster
be
was.
right.
I will.
You're just bitter because I knew what the ice monster was.
That's
I'll
it.
be right back.
That's the one.
I will take this very brief moment of time to do the same.
Yeah, me
Cool.
too. BRB.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I guess I should too. I gotta pee and I need something to wait a minute. Something to sip. I'll be back.
I'm glad that your dedication made you finish that.
Honestly surprised Criana hasn't killed Mila just so she could play a troll. Mila hasn't been around. Mila's dead, dude. Where have you been, Firefrog?
Oh, shit.
You loser. Get to bed. It's way past your bedtime, Firefrog.
Oh, shit. I am enjoying this tea. It's very good tea. Nice green taste to it. Just so good.
I am good.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. How are you all?
Not bad. You?
I'm doing okay. Well, all things considered.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm. You know what really bugs me the most is, I'm almost embarrassed about it. Like, I don't know why, but I'm embarrassed that I'm hobbling around like nothing. That I pushed myself, I guess, so hard that something fucking pulled or snapped or something. What I'm really concerned about is that I have no idea what's up with it. So, if anything, even if the doctor's like, "Oh, just keep it elevated, rested for a couple of days, you'll be fine," at least I'll be okay. It's this uncertainty that worries me.
Right.
Yeah.
And fucking, it's a big time at work too. One of our biggest clients is doing fucking inventory, and they definitely need me at work, but I can't fucking walk around. Like, I can't. I'm immobile. I'm practically immobile.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Anyways,
I learned a long time ago not to be embarrassed by injuries. Like, my back will go out on me for no reason whatsoever, and I literally walk like a 90-year-old man everywhere I go.
Oh my god, I walk like a fucking 90-year-old man.
Yeah.
I can move my foot up maybe like an inch or two, and then like hobble along like that. Like, okay, so we can be fucking 90. Imagine what we're gonna be like when we're actually 90, Squee. We'll probably be fucking dead. But whatever.
Yeah, no, by that time, science will allow us to live 3 times as long. It will give me hair back on the top of my head.
You know what that means?
You just wait.
3 times as much riffs, motherfuckers.
Yeah! Woo! I'm 166. I've been playing riffs since I was like 25.
I got Kevin Sabita's head in a jar. He tells me advice. Like,
could you imagine?
Total Futurama style.
Yeah.
Could you imagine arguments at that point, though? I've been playing this for 120 years. Don't you tell me what that spell does.
Listen, I've been playing this for 150, you fucking noob, and you forgot source book 322 when they changed that rule. All right, anyway.
Oh, right. I forgot that came out.
Oh, Burn, that is the coolest
I thought
thing.
that was
Isn't
just
that...
a Ripper episode.
Inferno,
Isn't that the coolest
I need
thing?
this. Burn, send it to him. Inferno, Al needs this.
Here, I'm sending you this. It's a Band-Aid for stitching.
Okay.
For getting stitches.
Oh God! Oh, this is so gross.
It's fake. It's
Why
fake.
Are you showing me
They're fake.
this?
They're fake. They're fake. It's rubber.
Oh, okay.
It's rubber. Yeah.
Neat.
Ever since I started playing Al, I've been going on like these binge, like looking for the coolest medical things.
Cool.
It's the neatest thing in the world. Like, I've sent Inferno an entire list of neat little devices they've made for field trauma and stuff.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Is everybody back?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Welcome back.
Neat. Okay. So, I reckon you're all heading down south, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you follow the southern path, for lack of a better word, and you continue to move along what appears to be the natural concave of these caverns. You're unsure if this was a natural, I guess you could say, what's the term? In order to use it, be a GM, you have to use words to explain what you mean. A natural pathway, a natural carving into what do you excavation? There we go. A natural excavation into the stone, or something that was made by human hands or sentient hands. Regardless, it's clear the further and further that you descend, you go down at approximately about a 15-degree angle from time to time, climbing over small bits of rocks, till you realize that a large part of this is very much submerged, until you soon find yourself on what appears to be almost the tail end of a large submerged open area. Now, this is vast amongst you, but luckily, thanks to the glowing crystals that are above around the cave and also embedded into the ground, it is still relatively well lit. And I'm going to just kind of move you all over to the northern part. Give me a moment. I'm going to move you over to the northern part and then adjust your freaking icon size because it's much smaller.
We must also acquire additional pylons.
Yes, I know. I took this one paragraph too.
Get off
I
my
know.
butt!
I know.
It's not. Look,
It
it's never
works.
going to be as bad as using the same tavern for an entire.
You
campaign.
used
I
the
was about
same
to say.
tavern like
for
for
three
different
campaigns,
Yes.
fucker.
It's great.
You
Why?
lazy
Why?
asshole.
Why do? What problem?
I don't know,
It's
Criana.
classic.
I'm with you on this one, but
You guys are high.
Well, I think this is Zelnaga Fortress.
I still
Yeah,
need to
before
find out
20
to use it in
episode yet.
Crimson
Yep.
Throne.
Welcome to Choco Mount, son of a bitch!
Choco Mountain's just the tavern.
You know what?
I
wouldn't put it
will
past
fucking I will leave. I will
You'll
shut
see.
down the stream and leave.
Jeez.
Anywho, now
I
that
hate
you're all
fun.
done, I'm just gonna move you kind of along this way. So what you see is this incredibly large cavern that it kind of opens up to, and you can only see it go down to one possible exit, which is down here towards the south. However, Criana,
Yeah.
you've been following this kind of melody down south. It hasn't really left your mind. And you are the one who's most in tune with it. And it seems to be coming from this general area around here. And sure enough, with your keen eyes, you can see what appears to be a clump of uninspired black, almost like obsidian rock. Almost like a big collection of coal, which really stands out with the beautiful orange and green and blue crystals that are scattered all around here. In addition, these blue areas are large depths of water. Yeah. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, Ellie will point out that area.
Mm-hmm.
You go look at that.
The two other dangers were the crystals and a large tentacled beast. Though we might not know all of the dangers, I like to keep myself cautious about those two.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about the pool and why there's a collection next to it. I assume we should probably maybe find another route around if there is one.
What if we're very, very quiet?
That can also work.
Well,
Well,
what if someone flies?
if we're looking to avoid crystals, you go up here, you jump off the edge, and go straight down here.
Sure, that might work.
Oh, let's tiptoe our way. Ellie says, like, trying to get people to move.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Ellie starts tiptoeing. Go ahead and roll prowl.
Okay.
How high is this ledge right here?
Not very high. Only about, well, I'd say about 6 feet.
No, it's not high at all.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, you succeeded.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so Ellie's prowling what this way. You can move your tokens.
I thought we were going up here.
Up
Yeah.
there, yeah. You're right. Sorry. Go ahead and move your tokens. All right, Lavin, I'd like you to do a prowl check as well.
Gonna fail. Watch me roll a 99. If I can refine my prowl.
Or a 1.
Or a 1.
1.
93.
Or 93.
Close enough.
Okay, Lavin, you attempt
Clomp,
to be
clomp,
quiet,
clomp.
but it's difficult. Anyone
Ellie
else?
sends you some encouraging, like, hand signals, like, you're doing great!
I will go up.
Okay, the Baron Inuit will come too, but I'm looking up for the players first. Okay, go ahead and roll prowl. This is important.
Okay. Let me check my skill percentage. Alright. I got a 68 out of 92.
Okay, good.
I will also, I believe, with my power armor, it's minus 20.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Good memory.
All right. I succeed. Amazing. I rolled a 10.
Great. The Inuit and Bear are also going to prowl as well. Follow in nice and carefully. Uh-oh. Well, at least Bear knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, that is also important. Okay. Oh, it's the shaman again. No new lock. Anyway. And finally, Patrick.
Patrick will cast fly.
On.
That is a good question. Never mind. I thought I could cast on myself. Can't.
Remember, fly is like fly magic carpet. Fly as an eagle is your traditional fly
Right.
spell.
Got it. Thank you.
No problem.
Shoot. I guess he does have another thing, but that's more for sight than sound. He has nothing to decrease his sound. He's just going to try his best then.
Okay. You do your best. Roll me a D100.
I fail by 47.
47. Okay, Z. Oh, Z. Rest in
Guys.
tiny, tiny pieces.
We gotta keep a closer eye on Patrick. I think he
Ellie
might be up
will-
to something.
Ellie will tiptoe over to Patrick and pick him up.
Oh, okay. You do that. As Ellie's tiptoeing and lifting Patrick up, a giant fucking black tentacle comes out of this pond. It is huge, immense, reaches high into at least 40 feet into the air. Its suction puckers against its black rubbery skin is this deep purple color, and it begins to whip itself towards, let's see here, is it going to be Lavin or is it going to be Bunique? Let's find out. One will be Lavin, two will be Bunique. Oh, Bunique. Oh no, Bunique. This could be really fucking bad, I just realized.
Uh-oh.
All right, so first it has to roll to strike. And it does, and Bunique seriously needs to dodge.
Please, no.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
It slams into Bunique with such force, it causes him to go flying off and land to the brackish water behind him. As his niece... Sorry, Neela... Damn it, I confused their names again. Neelok was the shaman who has gone flying. As his niece, Bunique, gives a scream in horror as this purple tentacle begins to wave back and forth. Now, interestingly enough, we're not technically in combat, but each of you can take an action in turn to make this nice and even, right? Now, the good news is that Bunique looks like he flew in one piece, and he is splashed into the water.
The shaman guy?
Yeah, the shaman guy. Oh, god damn it. Neelok. Neelok. I like saying the word Bunique. That's the problem.
It's a nice name. It is.
It is a nice name. Neelok has flown through the air suddenly. He was all still in one piece, and he's splashing in the water, but he's not making any sound.
Okay. So from what I saw, it looked like he took a really bad blow, but he's still potentially alive. Is what I'm getting from this.
There is a potential, yes.
I would like to use my Mystic Power Armor and fly into the water.
Okay, so Tom is going straight after Neelok.
Yes.
Bunique is also running to the shore as well, but you can go faster in your flying Mystic Armor.
Is his spell still active? The
no,
feel cold?
It is. Wait, Tom's spell still active?
The spell.
Well,
what's
its duration?
Ooh, give me a second. You keep going. I will look.
Okay. Anyone else want to do the giant tentacle is kind of whipped up, and now it's kind of like twitching in the air, and it's slowly beginning to descend back into the water. But you guys can do something to it, or something in general still.
What's the width of this tentacle, or like the radius, I guess?
Oh, the radius of it?
Like
The
like how
radius-
fat? How fat is its stump? Like where it's?
Yeah. Oh, the thickest part, its stump, the base of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it is probably a good solid 8 feet thick.
8 feet.
Yes.
Holy smokes!
This thing is massive.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
I
if you
guess-
lay down, add 2 more feet, that's its thickness.
Yeah. Well, there's no sense trying
Damn,
to
that's
cut it
thick.
if it's that thick because that's even
Damn.
Lorraine and Bobbitt couldn't get through that. All right, I'm gonna shoot my heavy plasma rifle at it. I guess.
Great. Good. Roll a hit.
I believe that should be this.
To let you know, 5 minutes per level of experience, so 35 minutes.
What?
Has it been 35 minutes? I said it took you about 15 minutes to go down. It'll last for another minute or 2. So yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Just barely.
Yeah, just barely. Anyways, please roll damage, Lavin, because you hit it, and it's not trying to dodge. It's trying to withdraw.
Bad.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Let me write that down. Perfect. Anyone else want to do something as this thing is retreating? Mhm.
Can Ellie put Patrick back down,
Uh-huh.
look at him, tell him to stay safe, and then start creeping her way over to the song.
Sure. See, now you already rolled Prowl, so it'd be really unfair for me to roll a new Prowl, because I'd just be waiting for you to fail.
I mean,
Mhm.
she did go back, and she's kind of distracted with Patrick momentarily, so I'm fine with rolling again.
Okay, let's just do one more Prowl to get you there. Sound
Okay.
good?
I succeed.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got 98% in Prowl.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Holy shit, really?
She's a
Yeah.
high level.
Hello.
Yeah.
My prowl is 92.
Wow, and Prowl starts out really low. I'm so proud of you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you... Oh, whatever.
Mine's
Wah,
50.
wah.
Cry me a river.
You guys
Okay,
have
so
the
Ellie
Prowl skin.
begins to break away and slowly move towards the crystal, but we're gonna have to have you move out. Oh, sorry. Take whatever route you want.
I
But,
think she'd go around, like, kind of sort of the initial
Yeah.
way.
Okay. Great. We're gonna get you to maybe this point first before we
Okay.
switch over to the other guys.
Got
The only person who has had a chance to do anything in this last little bit is Patrick.
And me?
Oh.
Oh, and sorry, and Al. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
off
Patrick,
track.
no,
Doesn't
Patrick, you go
count.
first. That's fine.
Patrick is going to lay still in his save me princess pose.
Great, Al.
Brought to you by Mario.
Al is rushing over to the side of the water to perform medical aid on this guy when Tom gets him out.
Cool. Excellent. Let's just move over to Tom then. Yeah. Let's. It's pretty much we're gonna do Ellie and then we're gonna do the rest of the group. Sound good?
Okay.
So
Sure.
let's do the rest of the group first. So Tom, you dive into the water, and you see Nilok's body. He's lying unconscious, and he's beginning to sink underneath the waves. What would you like to do?
I would like to swim to reach him. But in order to do that, I would like to activate superhuman speed.
Uh-huh.
Try and reach him and try and just get him up to shore.
Okay.
That's-
Do you know how to swim?
Yes.
Yes. Tom is the only one who
I'm
can
the
swim.
only one that has a swim
That's right. You
skill.
saved Ellie when she had underwater adventures too with that evil.
That's all right.
Roll me swim check, please, because this is just determines how. I know you have superhuman speed, but like every second could definitely count here. So
Yeah.
So roll me swim to let you know how fast you get there.
Oh, please, dice, be on my side. I have a 65. Fuck.
Did I say fuck you?
Yeah.
No, it's not like you forget how to swim. It's just you take. What happens is that the water that you splash up from your superhuman speed swimming has kind of obfuscated the view, and it takes you about an extra 3 seconds to get to Nilok. But I'm assuming you grab him in your arms.
Oh, yes.
And you pull him to shore?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and once again, you're able to pull him to shore just fine. I'm assuming you would hoist him up onto land?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you hoist him up onto land. You see Bunique, she moves right to his side. She is saying something in her native language. At this point, I'll let Al step in and let me know what you like to do, bud.
Al will step in and kneel down. I know she can't understand me, but he will still say in a very calm yet firm manner, "Please back off. Let me treat him." And I will assess the damage.
All right. Roll me diagnostic, I guess, first, because you need to assess the damage. Make it harder by 5 because she doesn't understand you, so her hands are still on him.
Got it.
She's trying to help him.
All right.
Like, she gets your tone, but she does understand the words.
I rolled a 9, so I succeeded.
Okay. That's good. That's very good. So, despite her getting just a little bit in your way, due to good intentions on her part, you managed to take, open up his clothing, so you're able to see his chest, he was hit squarely into there. The good news is that the thick padding of his winter gear lessened the blow. If he was wearing anything a couple inches thick, his chest would be completely caved in and he'd be dead. However, that doesn't mean he's not in dire straits. Probably half of his ribs are broken, and you have to be very mindful now that he might die of an internal injury. He's also been knocked unconscious, and if he's unconscious for more than a couple minutes, there also might be brain damage. So these are the 2 things that you need to treat in order to save his life.
Got it. So Al would look at Tom briefly and say, "Let her know I can treat him, but I need to work."
Okay.
And he would start trying to do so. If taking his gloves off would help, I mean, it's for small power armor, so I don't know if it would help that much, but he would. If
it would help considerably. You need you need absolute and utter dexterity in this medical procedure.
Actually, then in that case, and I know this will take some time. I'm going to let you know what I want to do. Okay. He will take the gloves off. He will cast Impervious to Cold on himself because otherwise his fingers would not be.
Yep, he would numb up.
Yeah, and then he will proceed to work. I know it'll take time, but that's my intention.
Sure, but that's fine because it gives us time to go to the other players, what they want to do. So, we'll just start with the people in the closest vicinity. Tom, what would you like to do?
I'm going to just go up to Bunique, put my arm around her, and try and comfort her. Even though there's that language barrier, I'm going to try and kind of comfort her and hold her there so that she doesn't interfere.
Okay, great. Patrick's
going to keep an eye on the water hole.
Okay.
Still laying down, but he's also going to slowly and carefully take out his shotgun.
Okay. Bear is gonna carefully move up here so he can keep an eye on Ellie. And Lavin, what would you like to do?
I assume the tentacle's completely gone by now?
It is, yeah. His disappeared, slipped underneath the water. A few bubbles remain where it was.
Yeah, I'd like to hop over to here so I can keep a nice sort of watch on the area and Ellie and what those guys are doing.
Okay. All right. Great. Ellie, you're carefully making your way through. We're gonna put you to about here now as time has passed. And let me deal with the more immediate problem. I would like Patrick. Yes, I'm not even gonna have you guys roll for it. Either you notice it or you don't. And I've decided that you've noticed it because you both said you're keeping an eye out. behind where Tom is huddled in with Bunique, trying to comfort the upset niece of the shaman, who, by the way, has stepped back. She kind of understands, and she sees that Al is doing something to help, so she's trusting in him. Her hands are off her uncle's hands. But Patrick and Lavin, thanks to your excellent vision due to your cybernetic eye, Lavin, and because you're so close, Patrick, you see bubbles beginning to form only about 3 feet away from the shore where everyone is crouched.
I want to ready up so the second it pops out, I'm ready to shoot it before it can act.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Great. How about you, Patrick?
Told me to keep safe, but these are my friends, so he's gonna like try to actually get up to position, like maybe over to if he can.
Sure.
Here.
Oh yeah, sure. You'd have enough time.
And ready for anything to come out.
Okay. Great. Ellie, you begin to start creeping towards. You're only maybe about 50 feet away, and the closer and closer you get to this rocky obsidian outcropping, the louder the music is. You almost could swear that it's coming straight from the rock, but no one else is acting like they're hearing it.
Mm.
Is there anything you want to change things up while you're doing, or you still want to just kitty cat prowl your way over towards it?
Yeah, she's just gonna keep low. She might, like, I don't know how much. Are they making a lot of racket over there with the whole
Not yet, but spoiler alert, it's going to get loud pretty quick.
Okay.
Want me to check back with you in a moment?
Yeah, check back with me in a moment, and that her prowling might change a little bit.
Okay.
You hear probably Patrick. He's not stealthy whatsoever, so you probably hear Patrick get up and scuttle over to somewhere.
Before, I'm going to deal with this immediate problem because Al is casting his spell to get ready to help out Neelock. But we're going to do it one at a time, but you both notice at the same time, Lavin and Patrick. Outside from the bubbles, you see the very, very tip of some tentacle. And as it begins to ascend, both of you open fire. So we'll start with Lavin, if that's okay, and then we'll move on to Patrick.
Sure.
All right, Lavin. This is a relatively small... Well, it's small because it's just coming out of the water. It's only about 2 feet large from your distance. So if you want to hit it, it'll be... you roll your to hit, but just make it harder by 3.
Is there anything in particular on this tentacle, or is just tentacle ends at a point with a bunch of suction cups on it?
Yeah.
And nothing.
You described it to a T. There's nothing else special about it.
You said -3?
Yes, please.
That's good.
That's enough to hit it. You needed to get over a 10, so you did. Because it's over 60 feet away, that's why you needed to get a 10. And you already rolled damage. Shit. Okay. Great. I'll let Patrick also fire into it because you guys are practically almost firing at the same time. Then I'll explain the Coolio effects. All right, go ahead, Patrick. What are you going to do?
I'm going to use my shotgun.
Firing with one or both barrels?
Both. I'm thinking that I'm at least within 10 feet.
Oh, yeah, you are.
He's going to be firing both. Let me double check the pluses for this. Okay. What is there any negatives?
Well, you're pretty close, only in -1.
Okay.
You hit it. Roll damage.
Sure. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god.
It's fire damage if that means anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit.
So, all right. So the first crack of energy, your energy rifle, Lavin, shoots through the air, zips over Al's head, and shears right into that tentacle. And it slices off the first, I'd say, about 6 inches of it slicing it off with a single beam of light, causing it to flop onto the ground. Then Patrick unloads, and that, like I said, it was about 2 feet of it upward. It explodes as if someone put a piece of dynamite inside of it and it detonated. It explodes in absolute gore, and each and every single one of you can hear some sort of awful bellowing roar coming from right beneath this rocky outcropping. It's centered around here. So Lavin gets the biggest earful of it, followed by Ellie. It's this big braying womp noise. What would y'all like to do?
Reload.
Ellie runs.
Heal this man.
Oh, fine. Okay, well, do with Ellie running first. You're gonna run to the stone outcropping, eh?
That's her signal to book it, grab the stone, and book it back.
Now this will be interesting. So your route to book it will be here. The shortest route to book it back would be there. Does that work for you or no?
I'm sure it does. My roll 20 freaked out, and so I can't see the screen. Give me.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can just say I want to take the shortest route possible.
Yeah, shortest route.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So let's resolve things with Miss Ellie. Ellie, right now. You run up to this outcropping here, and it's unlike any other of the stone outcropping as well. It looks like it is a collection. Okay. Imagine a hive, a beehive, but instead of different honeycombs inside the hive, it's these black obsidian stones, all very, very similar to one another, with the exception of one that is still playing that song that you recognize. And because you're so in tune with it, you're able to just take a couple seconds and snatch up the stone that you want. Now, it gives way, it's in there quite a bit, like it's its original resting spot, but thanks to your enhanced human strength, you're able to wrench it out of this obelisk-like protuberance, and you begin to book it. You begin to book it back towards the bulk of the group. Now, there's something that's going to go on there too. But let's move to Al real quick, but because he needs to start his treatment of the poor Inuit Nilok. So what skill do you want to use? What items do you want to use? What tools and all that good stuff?
So if I understand correctly, he doesn't have his skin's not actually torn. It's just all internal damage.
Yeah, exactly, because it's a massive blunt force damage.
So let me know if I don't have to do this, but if I understand correctly, if I want to use the surgical nanobots, I should make a small incision for them to enter.
No, you don't need to do that. They come with their own almost like needle-like thing to
even better. Them. Then first things first, after taking my gloves off and casting Impervious to Cold, he is going to be using the surgical nanobots to start repairing the internal damage. And I, as a player, don't really know what he would do about the unconscious part, but I think he might have an idea.
Who?
Al.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, AKA GM, help me.
Yeah, like I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, well, go ahead, roll your skill in order to treat the wounds, and I'll give you some insight. I'll guide along the role play.
All right, so treating is would this be considered paramedic or like surgery?
Well, surgery requires this is paramedic considering the situation. Surgery, it's not a nice isolated thing where you can take your time and concentrate. This is like on scene with fucking tentacle monsters and shit coming down, gunshots. So yeah, paramedic.
I rolled a 1.
Oh my god!
And please keep in mind my skill is the highest. It's 98. So
yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
Succeed
whatever.
by
Everybody's rolled once
97
tonight, man.
fucking percent. Holy
But this is
shit.
good. This is good.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course, it's good for this one. I'm just screwing around.
Don't screw around with me. Listen, with rifts, it is typically D1 low good, D20 high bad. It was just that stupid ice things here.
All
We
right.
have a few people on Overwatch, for lack of a better word. Our good friends Lavin and Patrick and Bear, who will all take actions to assist you in this. In fact, let's do that first. And their success will determine how easy it is for you to vault and jump and dive underneath these twirling, teeming tentacles.
Sounds
Because
good.
it's not, there's one coming out of here,
Ugh.
one coming out of here, but two coming up from this direction. And they're all coming for you. So we have tentacle A and B, C, and D. I'm sorry, I don't have tokens for the tentacles, but they pop up and down so much, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
So, Spiral. Tom, Patrick, Bear. What would you guys like? Well, Bear. Hey, Bear, what do you want to do? I don't know. Point over there at the tentacle and say there. Okay, that's a good job, Bear. Thank you. Anyway.
Who should decide what to do first?
It's up to you guys, because we're kind of doing in this weird non-initiative thing since it's kind of like a call and repeat deal. So.
Okay. I'd like to do something because it's been a while since I've taken an action. Also,
Sure, lay it on me.
I should mention that the stream did die for a little bit.
That's fine.
It is back though.
Perfect.
Cool.
So I would like to release Bunique, fly up into the sky a little bit, and use Call Lightning on this area.
Oh!
Ooh.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Go ahead. You don't have to roll to hit, because just let me know how much damage that is.
Okay. That's 23?
That's going to be exacerbated, like, a lot. Okay, so that's going to help. I'm going to let the effects happen while, like, Ellie is vaulting through this, because I think that'll be more cinematic.
Sounds
So
good.
that's your action to help her out, get her out of this fucking area. Lavin and Patrick, what would you guys like to do?
Let Patrick go first.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay with you.
Yeah.
I may or may not have enough time to move up, but I'm probably going to just say that Patrick is probably still kind of was paying attention to this, so he's so he probably wasn't in such a mode to like run over and shoot that. So he's probably going to move a bit, but not enough to get in 10 feet and blast off one of his shotguns.
Okay, so you just have to get over 10.
Let's see. Do I still have the -1?
No.
Okay.
Excellent roll damage. Oh dear God, so much
Well,
damage.
I actually the rules for shotgun, at least for the house rules for shooting twice, is
One
at
at a time.
I have to shoot double bears when I get close enough.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Not
sense.
close enough.
That's still 21 is nothing to fucking sneeze at. All right, Lavin. Pretty much just to recap, Thomas fired into these tentacles, or more specifically the water that they're coming from. Patrick is fired onto this tentacle. This one isn't doing anything right now, but you can take your targets or your actions however you like.
Now, if I recall, she's heading this way.
Yes, yes, she is. Yeah, that's the shortest route. Yep.
And this is the exit here?
Yep, that's the exit right up north there. Yep.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm just.
you got me. You got me.
I was thinking I would drop a smoke grenade right here to kind of cover our escape, because we're all running away at this point, right?
Yep, you sure are.
That was the plan.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. You hurl a smoke grenade. You know what? You should do a roll to hit in case it plops into the water by mistake. Just get over 5.
Let's see here. I think I get Yeah, just +2. Oh Jesus.
Mm.
No, that's okay. You missed the exact opposite, but you didn't miss so much it actually plops into the water. It just goes off a little bit. Instead of it going there where Tom is, it goes down here. So the smoke, what do you have? Do you know how far the smoke dissipates?
40-foot radius. So 80
Ooh.
feet diameter. Pretty
Oh,
big.
holy shit. Yeah, that is really big. That's like fucking this. There you go.
Nice.
Excellent. Now you're high up above the smoke, Tom, so you should be okay. All right, so perfect. Now we know exactly what Ellie has to come through. All right, Ellie.
Yeah.
First things first.
Don't fall into the water.
No, yeah, don't fall into the water.
Yeah.
You begin hightailing it, and you go past that first pond with all those tentacles there, right? And sure enough, a shot of lightning comes from the sky, slams in the water beneath, causing both tentacles to jitter and convulse. Although one of them does try to take a swing towards you, although it is limp and almost blind. If you roll a dodge, you can either like roll a dodge roll to move it and keep dodge and keep moving. You can do a roll, which will roll right underneath of it. You could do an acrobatic skill check, which you can do, I don't know, this awesome fucking cartwheel over it or whatever takes your fancy. What do you want to do?
Oh, gotta be flashy for no good reason. Ellie
Sure.
will, as she sees it come down. Well, I guess it's 8 feet thick.
Back
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
8 feet thick at its base. Up narrow towards the top, it narrows down to about 3 feet thickness.
Okay, that's more doable. She will basically like vault straight over, like
Nice.
running and just stretch her legs out a little bit further to vault over it.
Nice. Roll me D100, please.
Okay. Ba-ba-da-da.
Yeah. That will succeed in your acrobatics. I'd be using like almost like your work bars and rings type of thing. Instead of a bar or a ring, it's a fucking giant tentacle. But either way, you're able to vault over it expertly and land in smoke in front of you. Now, the good news is that you hear the sound of a shotgun blast to the north, so you're able to quickly acclimatize yourself right now. But the only danger that you have going through this smoke is accidentally falling into that pool of water. So because you're running at such a high speed, you're a very, very fast person. Is there anything that you have or do you want to use to maybe help you avoid that water or not? If not, we can just have it straight probability. But
this place is pretty echoey, right? Like
extremely.
She'll shout out, "Bear, make noise!" And she will.
Bear begins to. Okay, great. Bear moves over to this rocky outcropping and begins slamming his vibro side on the side of the rock, making this very clear clanging noise.
Okay, and she'll adjust her course to that direction.
Excellent. It's good that you do so because, sure enough, you were kind of headed towards that pool, but you were able to move towards that noise and break away free. One last final tentacle swipe is going to come for you, Ellie, from this tentacle, the one closest to the pool that's still kind of in the smoke. This time, I'm going to roll to hit because it's going to be at a pretty big penalty, too, because it's been both shot and there's smoke all around. And it misses you completely. It swings 3 feet above your head. You hear this big, thick whoosh as air is displaced. But you're able to get to the back of the group. Now we just need to do the exfiltration of Tom and Bear and Lavin. Bear's pretty nearby, so we won't worry about him. And Tom can fly, so I'm assuming he's just going to fly back towards the group, right?
Yeah.
But Lavin, what are you going to do in order to get out of here? I guess you have your jetpack too.
Fly too.
I know you can fly too, but I didn't want to tell what your character would do. I'm sorry.
I
Your
would
character
jetpack
swims.
right the hell out of there.
Okay, and Lavin engages his jetpack and soars off out of here. And it's just this time, Al has managed to expertly treat Nilok and get him conscious and moving. you know you're going to need at least 2 people to help carry him in a prone manner. You can be one, but who do you want to be the other? Do you want to be his niece, or do you ask one of the players for assistance?
No, I think it should be his niece. That would be the most comforting for both of them.
Yes, agreed. So she takes it takes a few moments for you to be like, oh, grab his arms, oh, grab his legs, but
And
she'll
he's
catch
gonna
on pretty quick.
Try and maintain the same calm, reassuring demeanor.
Oh, gotcha. It helps. Nilok does start to groan a little bit, but all right. The tentacles withdraw once more, and you guys start to see bubbles on either side. But I'm assuming you guys are GTFOing out of here?
Ellie's not stopping for them. She's just going.
Yeah.
I think
I don't see
think
why we
that is the
wouldn't.
appropriate thing.
Okay. Those of you who are flying or landing because the entrance back where you're from doesn't have as high ceilings, and you all begin to exfiltrate. Now, do you guys want to take any parting shots at these tentacles if they reemerge, or are you all focusing on getting the hell out of there?
I absolutely will shove as much lightning as I can down these tentacles.
Oh, okay, all right, great.
If they want to try and swipe at us, I absolutely will.
Well, you see bubbles, and you give them a shot into the water, and you see the electricity course through. And that kind of shuts them the fuck up. That makes them sit the fuck down. Good job, Tom, on that. As you all get out of the most waterlogged part of the cave and begin making your way back the path in which you came from. In Ellie's hand, who is pretty far ahead of you all because, one, some of you are being slowed down due to carrying a very wounded man, but also due to the fact that she is very, very fast. But we will end the session here with you guys getting out of the waterlogged cavern and moving into kind of this area here into the dungeon or the frozen meteor. Yeah. And when we start next session, we'll deal with the poor wounded Nilok and anything else you guys might have. Mm-hmm. But congratulations in snatching up the last imprisoned spirit of light.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, very good.
And
very
snatching
good.
up the shaman as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially saving his freaking life.
No, not potentially. You saved his life.
It's actually so neato because
he would have died if Squee wasn't there. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
With that whole kind of change that Al's gone through recently, he's kind of decided that he's going to stop thinking of himself as a spy and thinking about his true calling, which is being a healer. And oh fuck, if that role didn't reinforce that.
Right.
There you go. And sorry, you too. Obviously, someone had to fish him out of the river, and so
yeah,
you too.
Al
Tom.
can
you saved
swim.
his life too. So,
Al can't swim.
So no, it was a team effort. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I got a shotgun.
Oh my god,
Dude, that shotgun
thing
was
with so many
amazing.
chunks. Anyway,
Yeah.
but no, thanks for playing, guys. This was fun.
Yeah.
care,
Thank you guys for watching. We will see you for Wednesday's 3 Galaxy campaign and next week's Sunday for another episode of Thrilling Riffs. This is really thrilling, right?
Oh yeah. I'm having
Okay.
Everyone did something super badass this session.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Except for Bear. Bear didn't.
Hey, Bear thrashed around.
he pointed over there. Okay, that's all we can ask.
We should go there.
You're right.
God damn it.
All right. Have a good night,
All right.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.